combination, of this permutation. So let's just see if anything happens. Sound should be okay. Maybe we'll turn it down just a bit. And let's see if anything happens. Alright, we have the nice green. Ahorita es hora de hablar en español. Buenas, buenas. No sé quién dijo, pero... ok, así. ¿Qué necesito hacer? Eso es inglés, pero... Lleva a Rex al Dr. Henry en Jacobstown para ver si tiene arreglo. Basically, bring Rex to... Rex is this dog, I suppose. To Dr. Henry in Jacobstown to see if he is fixable. Es posible arreglar. Wow, es lo que vamos a ver. Entonces es hay que salir de este edificio. I believe we have to leave this building. Pero no me recuerdo cuando me llegó. Como me llegó. Como me llegué. Let's see. Yep, así es. Yeah. Okay. Just woke up 20 minutes ago. What are the odds? Okay, cool. Yes, now you can see a, I don't know, a different angle of this whole thing. Pero, ¿cómo? Oye, ¿cómo están? Okay, es muy lejos. Pero, vale la pena ir. Yeah, I want to try a little, what's up, spooky things. I want to try a little project to see if I have a theory, because right now in most of the Spanish-speaking world, it's wintertime for the most part. So I'm feeling, okay, where it's summer, people are going to be outside, whatever. Russians probably want to enjoy life, when they're not locked away in the winter. So maybe trying a language where it's currently winter, South America, would be something that's worth doing. So kind of want to see if that theory holds, and just practice. It's always good to practice Spanish. Anyway, I probably should have chosen a different game. Pero me interesa si... me interesa qué pasaría. Pero, no sé, creo que no es una buena idea de salir de la ciudad para... porque quiero hacer algo que es divertido de mirar y no es tan divertido a caminar en este juego. It's not very fun to walk, really, in this game. So let's do something that will have more dialogue, just because I am trying to get some engagement here. Viajar a las ruinas del cañón cerca de Prim, entrar en la divisoria. Travel to the ruins of the canyon near Prim and go into the divisoria. I don't know what that is. Sleeping when it's 30 degrees in the room is hell. Yeah, how many hours did you get? ¿Cuántas horas dormiste? How many hours were you able to sleep? ¿Cuántas horas dormiste? I believe it would be in Spanish, right? Okay, ¿qué hay? Oh, tumbleweed. ¿Cómo decir? Tumbleweed in inglés. Hierba rodadora, literally like to rodar, I believe, is to rotate, right? To move in a circle. So it's literally the herb that circles, the circling herb. Okay, the tumbleweed, I like it. 7 hours is pretty solid, if you ask me. You're ready now? Ready for the day? Ready to start? What are you gonna do? What's your plan? I learned with not much translation when writing in a notebook. If you have a notebook, yeah, I use my the same kind of notes that I do, but I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna write down the word tumbleweed. I like to. I don't know. I'm kind of picky with the words I write down. Of course, I used to not necessarily be so. Let's see what my Spanish notes look like. Yeah, I used to kind of write down anything that comes across anything I'd come across that was interesting. But I don't know. Now I'm trying to really only note down the things that really stick out, that I don't know, that I feel like I'm often trying to find when I'm speaking in Spanish myself, I think, which I have quite a few. Oh, and I'm dead, or at least my legs are broken. And what to say, I guess. Mis piernas son rotas, I believe. My legs. Not something I doubt. Something I doubt I would say. Hopefully, fingers crossed. I don't need to say this, but you never know. So my brother and I will go to work. And what's the job again? I forgot it. And you said you learned any other languages, spooky things on the side? Mis piernas rotas. Okay. Rotas. MBR. What could that be? Something, obviously broken limb in some way. Maybe, I mean, I could just restart. Tengo, no sé si tenga ayuda. Okay, this? No, I don't think that's gonna work. Podría ser re. Oh no, I guess not. Okay, voy a seguir. Let's see. ¿Qué hay para curarme? I don't think I forgot what these things are called. Super estimulante, podría ser. Mira, mi estado, mis piernas son mutilados. My legs are mutilated. Mutilados. Okay, there we go. Pronunciation is important if you want to learn to speak a language. Of course. I don't know why my view just got dark. Yeah. I think so. For some reason, you can't hear the pronunciation on the Yandex translator with Spanish. I guess they don't have it built in yet. So I don't know. There must not be a demand for Russians learning Spanish. But basically, I have to go with my own pronunciation for this one. But maybe we'll switch to a different translator for another Spanish stream. Not really in terms of learning language on the side. Oh, that's alright. If you have, it's good to, as long as you have some goal, you know. Some people don't have any goals. It's better to have, I think, something to focus on than just, going through life just day at a time. What up, Peter Coliton? How's it going? Fixing the walls outside the house. Like your own house, or it's like a different property you guys have? What do we have here? Okay, es una autobus. How would you say it's like an overturned bus? Overturned or upside down. Let's just start with this. Volcado, I guess. Volcar maybe is the word. Let's see again. Got to be careful here. You never know. I've never heard that word, so when looking up a new word, I always like to, before really adding it, I'm just gonna be volcar. I wonder if it's like Spain Spanish, all Spanish, Latin American Spanish as well. You have to upset, knock over, tipped over. Sure, okay. Volsó el vaso, right? The boy knocked over the glass. Okay. Missed the barca volsó. Our boat kind of capsized, right? Our boat sank. What story game should I get? I don't know. What are you into? What kind of games have you enjoyed in the past? What are you looking for? Are you looking for a game to play in Spanish, to teach yourself Spanish, by any chance? Because I would recommend this game, Fallout New Vegas. Any story game would do for that. Shooting. I mean, this is a decent. Honestly, the Fallout series is pretty decent if you like shooters. I don't know. There's Borderlands, which are story shooters. Just search for anything that's a story, like first-person shooter mix, and you'll probably find something similar. Okay, yeah, got you. Your uncle's house. Does it usually pay you guys pretty well? You feel like it's a good use of your time? You don't have a choice? What are these, coyotes? I guess they're reds. That means they're... Alright. It's hunting time, I guess. Let's have the dogs fight. Es hora de... Oh. Habla. Okay. No tengo que hacer nada, I suppose. Coyote, ¿qué trae? Coyote. Carne pelejo, ok. No algo tan útil porque no tengo habilidades de... Oh, ¿qué es? Un radio? Se parece, sí, una fuente de luz, I believe, is like a light source. We have a radio and a light source. What do we have here? Yo, Lady Fos, what's up, what's up? How's it going, how's it going? Back to night hours, I want to test something. My test is that odds are it's winter down in the Spanish-speaking world, and I feel like, I don't know, when I'm in winter mode, there's nothing else I want to do besides watch something on my screen. What's up? How's it going? I'm just putting Baby Fos to sleep. Very nice. As you're adding a new task to your, or probably hundreds of new tasks to your life. How's it been? Kind of working in a new life form into your routine. I recommend Minecraft if you're learning Belarusian because it's the only game I know that it's in Belarusian. Yeah, Minecraft has a ton of translations, and I'm still not far enough in Russian, I think, to justify any other kind of Slavic language, but I would eventually like to take a look at it. I probably would do like Ukrainian before then, or even like Croatian, Serbo-Croatian. All right, the divisoria. Here we are. Whatever that is, the divider, the border, something like this. No puedes traer a nadie en la divisoria. You can't bring anyone into the divisor or whatever. It's the camino lo debes hacer en solitario. Okay, you have to go down this road alone. Well, that doesn't sound very fun. All right, let's see what. Do I have to tell him to go? I have to tell both these guys to go home. Well, no, I'm rolling with the squad today. Okay, I'm not bringing. I don't feel like going solo. Otherwise, I wouldn't be streaming. Right. We'll find another mission then. Maybe if I was eating food now, he has had broccoli, carrots, and now sweet potatoes. Sounds like a nice intro to sustenance. Very nice. Good choices. Good choices. I mean, yeah, anything soft, right? I assume you like whatever, boil it and get it super soft and have it basically be liquid consistency. I don't know. I wouldn't know. Again, we're entering the territory here that I have no experience. So I would appreciate if you did most of the talking when it comes to this topic. Purees. Okay, nice. Just like in a little blender or something. Or what's the... Now you've added... I'm sure it's easy to add to the recipes. You just add a consistency softener step, right? Pretty easy. You don't go bird mode and chew up the broccoli and they're like, all right, here you go, baby Fos. Obviously, let's see what we can do here. Película de ciencia ficción de medianoche. We have a science fiction movie at midnight. This sounds kind of interesting here. Investiga la sesión de medianoche del autocine del Mojave. The midnight viewing, I guess. Investigate the midnight session. Yeah, investigate the midnight show at the drive-in. So if there are any Spanish speakers watching, I guess, that are trying to learn English, I'll translate it. But oh well, I already forgot what it was. But it was basically like, I don't know, witness or go to the midnight show at the drive-in, something like that. Yeah, espectáculo, but they're calling it the what? The session. Go to the sesh, right? The midnight session. Interesting. Pero puede ser divertido. Here's the autocine. We'll guess right south of this town, so we'll go here first. Just steam, then puree. Pretty nice. I like it. I still have one pot that I own, and I cook everything in that via boiling or via cooking it with no water in there. And no, not whole. He already shoves his hands down his throat. I don't even show him real food. Oh my God, he's trying to see. I mean, well, it's only natural. You want to, I guess, see. You want to feel out your entire, I guess, play area, right? You want to feel out your entire dimension, your observable universe, and I guess technically you gotta explore your limits that way too. It only makes sense. But he's still sucking his thumb at 6 months old. All right. Speaking of that, have you who made like lots of, I don't know, other new parent friends or whatever, or old parent friends, or just parent friends in general since having a baby, or you kind of keep your old friend roster? All right. Que hay acá unas ruinas Oh, los ruinos de los cine de Mojave. Ahora dice, ok. ¿Cómo? ¿Qué es esta? Oh. Se vive. Es una máquina que vive. What is this? Satellite. That's. ¿Cómo? Son paneles del solar, obvio. Pero que. Accidentado. The accidented satellite. I've never heard of that. Accidentar, to be in an accident, to crash. Accidentar, maybe. Accidentar. I've never heard of that. Interesting. I don't know. That seems like some kind of weird cop-out translation, if you ask me. But who's asking me? All right, let's see what happens. No pasa nada porque la estación del medianoche de los cines de Mojave aún no ha pasado. Oh, obviously yes. So hay que esperar hasta medianoche. Así es. 10:30, 11:30. Así. Oh. No, es así. Okay, ¿cómo? ¿Dónde era? Ah, ya, 2 horas, sí. 2 horas y espera. Vamos así. There we go, okay. Alright. Bien película, bien filme. ¿Dónde está mis... I don't even know what a good way to say snacks is. Pues de comer, but... Snacks. Aperitivos. I don't like the sound of that. Any better one? That Yandex. So yeah, the Russian translation... Russian translator, I should say, is a bit funny. And I want to... be very particular about this, but... It's even closer. But still not perfect. Either way, maybe it was the same as it was. Aperitivos. Es una palabra interesante, pero... No me creo. Que es como decir eso de manera normal. ¿Qué hay? You just have to watch this, basically. Solo necesito mirar esta película. Ah, no, podía, ok. Oh my. Alright, parece que la satélite ascendente es el origen de la extraña información que recibiste. Se recomienda depre del antiguo mundo para mensajeros experimentados. Depre del antiguo mundo, basically go into the past, depre. Tienes una promulgación según la cual nunca no podrás volver a Mojave hasta que los misterios de gran vacío. Podrás llevarte cualquier cosa que puedas cargar y podrás beber al gran vacío en cualquier momento una vez superado el depre del antiguo mundo. Okay, y puedo traer mis amigos si quieres que te desafío y todo lo que quieres llevar contigo. En el satélite, te un poco más cerca, te esperan las maravillas de la ciencia atómica. You know what? Let's see. Let's see if I can bring my friends or not. We'll save the game first. Hay que guardar primero. Podría ser la hora de satellite. Now we're gonna get a little closer to the satellite and see. Has perdido el extra. Oh no. Okay, so I do have to lose my followers. Okay. Well. That's fine. Let's see what we have here. ¿Qué hay? Okay. Esto es...
En los años que precedieron a la Gran Guerra, Big Mountain había albergado a las mentes más brillantes del siglo XXI.
These are all the smart people gathered.
Los visionarios fueron llevados a la instalación para ocuparse de los grandes desafíos tecnológicos.
And they all squat up to
Pretendían
the best challenges of science, basically.
por la tecnología para el provecho de toda la humanidad.
Alright. For the good of mankind.
Emisores sónicos, aleaciones de la era espacial, hibridación de ADN, investigación de partículas de campo de fuerzas, avances en...
Alright, so I want to see what this word is. What is this here? Alaciones. I've never heard of that one. Alación. Relación, sí, como sí, pero relación, alloy. Okay, yeah. So sonic weapons, whatever, something like this. Alloys, like just special new materials like steel, tin, whatever, but better. Hibridación de ADN, que es ADN, no sé, pero no son hispanohablantes acá para ayudar. Investigación de partículas de campo de fuerzas. Campo de fuerzas, battleground, like particulations and battlegrounds, kind of just improving battlefield tactics, something like that. Avances in cirugía, obviously it advances in surgery. So, just again, they're here making technical breakthroughs, right? Scientific breakthroughs, effectively. Let's see, okay.
Los sueños y esperanzas de un siglo se convirtieron en realidad en las forjas electrónicas de Big
The
Mountain.
dreams of humanity became reality.
El núcleo de esta investigación era la cúpula, una enorme instalación de piedra que albergaba los laboratorios de todas las ciencias
It's like
conocidas.
the main base.
Era un gabinete donde no había problema insoluble, donde ninguna pregunta quedaba sin respuesta.
I like it.
La Gran Guerra trajo una nueva energía a Big Mountain y a sus científicos.
Alright, the big war.
Aunque estaban
brought 'em all
lejos
there.
del frente, los científicos libraron su propia guerra combatiendo a un nivel atómico. Ecuaciones y cálculos inacabables llenaron pizarras y ordenadores con un solo objetivo.
Alright, yes, E equals MC squares was invented to win the war.
Durante años, las mentes y los ordenadores de Big Mountain hirvieron con trayectorias, proyectos de armas y teorías nucleares.
Alright, let's see what this word was or is. That is hirvieron. Hirvier? What is that? Hirvir? Hervir? What is this? Hervir? Boiled? They boiled down. Hirvieron. Let's see. Hirvieron. They boiled down what? They kind of located it down, right? They triangulated is probably like a good word, right? They triangulated. I don't know. Let's see. Triangulated. I'm sure there's triangulated. Yeah, triangularon. I'm sure there's a word for that already, but similar to that. They kind of they narrowed down on a goal, on a answer, something like this. The Big Man, so they kind of narrowed down stuff like weapons projects and nuclear theories. So they chase down answers for a lot of stuff, basically. Something like that. They chased down answers, maybe, yeah. They chased down answers, effectively. Okay. Let's keep going. I forgot. Here we go, alright.
Los problemas superaron a las soluciones. Primero geométricamente, luego exponencialmente. Se recrudeció la guerra y también las preguntas.
Recrudeciero, what was that word? Recrudeciera? Yeah, I missed this one. Yeah, recrudeciera, I'm not really sure what that is. Like, restarted? No. Reiniciado, obviously, no. Huh. Well, we're not gonna know that one.
Tras la guerra, los silenciosos experimentos en Big Mountain se abandonaron y sus creadores fueron muriendo en el nuevo mundo que había quedado atrás. Y la gran piedra en medio del gran vacío permaneció inalterable, repleta de incontables maravillas tecnológicas.
It's just full of
Maravillas
amazing
que,
stuff.
al final, habían sido las respuestas a la pregunta equivocada.
Answer to the wrong question. What could that mean? Okay. Tienes una sensación de pesadez extraña, of like a strange sense of being heavy, right? Pesadez. Un examen rápido del cuerpo ha revelado leves cicatrices alrededor de la cabeza, en el pecho y en la espalda. Okay, so you're kind of looking at your body and you see scars all around your head, on your chest, and on your back. Oh, that's great. Alright, what happened here? What happened here? Bienvenido al Gran Vacío. Welcome to the Great Empty. Something like this. Ooh. Sweet place here, if you ask me. Yeah. Un sorbo. Yeah, you take a drink, right? Un sorbo de tu cantina. Take a sip. Right, a sorbo. While there's no one here, might as well have a sorbo myself. Alright. Easy stuff. Ooh. That one tastes weird. It's not good. There's some, I have some well water, since I live on a farm. I have some well water and some treated drinkable water. Let's go on. Hopefully, obviously trusting that the treating process is good. Okay, we can. Yo puedo sentarse aquí, pero. Okay, en la taquilla. ¿Qué tal? ¿Qué hay? Basura electrónica, okay, just electronic trash. Just like kind of probably wires and scrap metal and stuff like that. Eso bien, okay. Que están acá en las cajas de metal. Mis papeles, vaso, cartón de cigarrillos. Esto es basura también. Chapa. Esto es. Tiene valor. Dentro de antes de guerra. Vaso. Bien, ok. Bonito algo de eso. Cartón de cigarrillos. Tablilla con suja papeles. A cigarette carton and a. What is it? Tablilla? A tablet or a. Tablilla? What do you say? Tablilla? Yeah, something like that, I guess. Tablilla. Tablet? Like, where? I wonder where it comes from. Let's take a look. Oh, am I missing? Okay, I added too many L's. Splint license plate board. It's just like a board of papers. Maybe like a. Oh, what do they call them? Oh my god, clipboard, right? A clipboard of papers. Alright, something like this. Suja papeles. Sujeta papeles. Papeles. What is that? Sujeta papeles. And this thing, I need to switch a different translator. I know that's for sure when I'm doing Spanish. That's for certain. Alright. So leer esto. Me parece. Oh god, why can't I even say Ube? Me parece lluviosa. I mean, it seems it's pretty rainy. Alright, puerta a la cloaca. La cloaca. I think I already know what that is. Oh, esto. Mi buen recuerdo cuando este era nuevo. Muggy. Los archivos de personalidad están dañados o han desaparecido. Instalar o cinta de seguridad para restaurar archivos. Okay, un holocinta is like a hollow card or hollow belt, like a memory card, basically something like this. Un holocinta no es una palabra real, creo, pero cama doble, me parece más largo que doble, pero quién sabe. Este espacio, este baúl, right? Este, like a, not a cooler, but like algo así. Fuerte. Botiquín de primeros auxilios que hay adentro. Rebote, horquilla. Necesito una horquilla para abrir puertas. ¿Qué es eso? Llave de la luz. Key to the light. El archivo de funciones avanzadas está dañado. Esto da los cintas de seguridad para restaurar el archivo. So it seems like the power's out. No sé cómo decir en español. The power is out. En inglés decimos the power is out. Poder está fuera. Hay apaga las luces, algo así. Se apagan las luces, puede ser. Entonces, tostador. ¿Se puede hablar con el tostador? ¿Cómo? Pero es... Se apaga. Se apagaron las luces. Ok. No es disponible. Entonces, hablar con el tostador. No puedo, pero... Espero que pronto regresar a mi esquizofrenia. Let's see. Ok. Pero ok. Necesito entonces encontrar aquí. Think Tank Big Mountain. Ok, esto no sé traducieron estas señales, pero está bien. Asesor gabinete, puede ser. Esto requiere llave, así no se puede. No puedo entrar acá, pero ¿qué es eso? The vending machine, máquina de vender. How do you say that en inglés? Vending machine, esto se llama máquina expendedora, máquina de vender, algo así. Podría ser. Ok. Ah, no, máquina expendedora. Esto es así en la pantalla. Ok. Me gusta azúcar un poco. Aquí hay plato caliente. So here's the scientific equipment. So, ¿qué amo? I want to see if I can... I think I'm a little too late. There, maybe, yeah, like... Shoot. I don't know if... I don't know if hashtags work in the titles for these, to be honest. What up, Stray Cubes? How's it going? Welcome back. What happened? Lots of good emoji video ideas, thanks. What makes you say that, though? That's harina. ¿Cómo? O algo purificado, eso es sutil. Sí, traes esta. Just like... Se crece plantas en la basement. El sótano. They're growing plants in the basement. There. Yeah, unfortunately this one doesn't have Russian. They're growing plants in the basement. So my theory is, I feel like most people in Russia right now are like enjoying their summer for the most part, right? So like they're probably less likely to watch a stream, whereas right now in South America it's basically winter. So like you know how the equator works, right? When it's summer in the northern hemisphere, it's winter in the southern hemisphere. So in places like whatever, Australia and Indonesia and Africa and South America, it's winter. So maybe they're going to be more inclined to watch in the winter. So we'll see if that theory holds up. Yeah, clearly not so high because you're the only one here. So, but still, let's throw a few hours at it, right? This is the way I'm looking at it. Hablo de Centro de Investigación Biológica, the Biological Investigation Center. I don't know what you're talking about. Los equipos de personalidad están dañados o han desaparecido. Otra vez. De inteligencia también no se puede acceder. Ok. ¿Está roto el elevador o no? Let's see. Hasta Big Mom. No, esto está cerrado, pero esto. ¿Se puede? Ok. Te embarga un extraño sentimiento de pacifismo y por alguna razón no eres capaz de desenfundar tu alma. Okay, so basically you feel like a strange sense of being passive, or not passive, pacifist, right? You feel a strange sense of being a pacifist, right? And for some reason you're not able to desenfundar tu arma. You're not able to take out your weapon. Yeah, I'm thinking they could be nice. We'll see though. Cool word, sótano. Yeah, the basement. That's a classic one, right? I really, again, the Spanish is, I think, perfect for like the normies too, because I don't know, the average person in the U.S. obviously comes across Spanish all the time and is more interested than the average American isn't in Russian, right? The average, just like random American person. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't know if you think I should be using hashtags in the live title. It's something I was maybe considering to try to, I don't know, help out the organization of where this should go. Anyway, desenfundar. This is a weird word, but obviously it's like draw, right? Like take out your weapon. Obviously, unholster, right? Desenfundar. Unsheath, right? Take out your weapon. Desenfundar. Sure. Yeah, you can't take out your weapon. You can't unsheath your weapon. Again, a weird word. You never know, though. You're getting threatened. Mi voy a desenfundar mi clock. Let's go on here. Oh, ¿qué es esto? Interesante. Edificio también. ¿Qué hay? Oh. Ojos en la pantalla. Just some eyes are watching me. Oh.
Creí haber oído que entraba el campo de pacificación. Vale. Shh, que nadie se mueva. Yo me encargo.
All right. Yeah, exactly, man. That's what I feel like. This is way more effective than Spanish class at school. Like 100%. So, yeah, you get a free random study sesh. Creí haber oído de que entraba en el campo de pacificación. I thought I heard someone enter the campo de pacificación. I guess the fields of what are we gonna call this? The campo is like a field of tranquility, something like that. Yeah, I don't know. The field of tranquility or pacification, but that kind of sounds lame, right? Tranquilidad, pacification, whatever this is. So there's this weird. They have some scientific technology that kind of makes you just like chill out effectively. So we just go through like Xanax dust or something, and it makes the character chill out, right? Vale, shh, que nadie se mueva. Yo me encargo. Basically, he's like, I thought I heard someone come into our room. Basically, all right, vale, shh, que nadie se mueva. Nobody move. Yo me encargo. Basically, I'll handle this. I guess we'll translate it right. I thought I heard. We're just gonna call this like our room, right? Someone enter our room, right? Okay. Shh. Nobody move. I'll handle this. Something like this. Very nice. Very nice. Good. I saw that message. Flip it. Why not? I guess. Very, very Stein. Like a good Stein would, right? Can't say I haven't done the same. Alright, he's gonna take care of it.
Cuidado, intruso. Te hallas en presencia del poderoso gabinete de Big Mountain. Los genios colectivos de...
Te hayas. Okay, what is te hayas? Like you are te hayas. Whoops. Te hayas. You found yourself in the presence of the powerful cabinet of Big Mountain, the scientific geniuses, right? The collective genius of us, basically. Добро, бро, большое играешь. Это Fallout New Vegas, знаете это? Я, у меня была теория, что было бы хорошо для стримить на испанском, как вы, Рейдан. Спасибо, что вернулся, но завтра я буду вернуться на русском. Ну, как вы, тебе нравится как звук испанский? Надеюсь. Okay, there we go. Against they're going to repeat themselves, I guess. Okay, so yeah, so we can basically translate it before we hear it effectively. Круто еще какие языки знаешь. Только это португальский, конечно, мой родный язык, английский и чуть-чуть русский. Но мой цель есть, хочу изучить 6 языков ООН. Это английский, французский, испанский, арабский, русский и китайский. Это мой цель. I would do this on my own, but it's hard to pull up a translator while in game. Well, I don't know. You can just play in windowed mode and then just switch between, no? Or like if you need to, whatever, have like a second monitor, little like your phone. As the translator, which is dangerous, obviously, as soon as you open up your phone. If you're anything like me, you get distracted by all kinds of things by design. Let's go on here. But Oppenheimer's like, by God. So they refer to, instead of saying, oh my God, they'll say, oh my Oppenheimer, I suppose. ¿Cuál de vosotros autodeclarados genios ha ajustado mi control de volumen? ¿Qué ha sido? ¿Ha sido tú, ocho? And basically he's like, oh my God, which one of you self-declared geniuses have adjusted my volume control, right? Who did it? Was it you? Was it you, number 8? I guess we can, yeah. Which one of you adjusted my volume, basically? Something like that, okay.
Por Oppenheimer, ¿cuál de vosotros autodeclarados genios ha ajustado mi control de volumen? ¿Quién ha sido? ¿Has sido tú, 8?
Sido's like bin, like, basically, like where there's like soy and a star, right? We'll follow that path, right, to like, yo he sido, or well, let's say soy, sido, bin, whereas estar, estado, bin. I hope that makes sense. Basically, you're saying like, yo he sido feliz, right? I have been, or I guess it would be yo he estado feliz, right? I have been happy, or yo he sido in Six Flags, maybe something like this. I've been in Six Flags during my life, something like that. So hope that makes sense. Go on. So the way I look at it, at least. He's swearing. Well, what is your? I mean, what do you learn about it? Maybe there's another definition, but I think this is the most common one. Yo he sido estudiando español por un rato. I guess I've been studying Spanish for a while. Doctor, oh no, historia probable o no encendería dos neuronas ni aquí estuvieran pegados con gel biomédico. They go, Doctor, oh no, likely story. What is this? You don't turn on 2 neurons to do what? Let's see. And I think I can pull this. Yeah, man. No, I think this is a fire idea, but I guess I don't know. I'm not having a ton of luck with the algorithm. You know, I'm not pulling in enough attention than I expected, which is interesting. But you know, I'm obviously down to just do them. What the hell? Why does this get translated like this? I'm completely down to just keep doing them to like no one or to you or to a few people, but it's just strange. I really think the idea is fire. I think I'm an okay host. You know, Doctor. Oh no, okay. It's likely story. Oh no, so I'm gonna have to type this then until I figure out what's going on with this. So why did this just translate to moksha? I don't even know what that is. So we have basically. Oh no. Encendería dos ni aunque I think so. Yeah, there were a few other people watching on Twitch for a sec, but estuvieron pegadas con gel biomédico. Yeah, because you would not even turn on 2 neurons if you were stuck with biomedical gel. Okay, basically just saying this guy's like basically asleep, kind of like a weird joke referencing the fact that they're like brains in jars. Kind of hilarious.
Doctor Fero, ¿no? Historia probable.
I can skip. Okay, cool.
Yo, Klein, que sepas que yo no he sido, ¿vale? No soy más que un ingeniero de robots. 8 es el especialista en ondas sónicas.
And there's your word again. Que yo, who, me, Klein, que sepas de yo no he sido, ¿vale? Basically, Klein, who you know I have not been. What is this? Que sepas que yo no he sido. Me, you know that that it hasn't been me. Basically, that I haven't been. All right, let's see. No, man, I can't find the Russian translation of this game, unfortunately. I'm very sad. What's up, Armuli? How's it going? Please know that I have been. Right, there you go. So que sepas. It's like I hope you know. Like, please know, right? Please take into account sepas. Like know it. Like telling me know it. Que sepas que yo no he sido, basically. Please know that I have not been, right? Why is this Paul? They give me the Russian. Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah. Let it be known. You must pay attention to the fact that I have not been. Okay? No. I'm not more than a robot engineer. 8 is the specialist in sonic sounds, right? Something like this. We got our GERT investigator. Stracio's making sure we stay GERT free since 1993. Как еще Spanish, я не позволю быстро русский учить. Нет, нужно тоже и улучшить мой русский, но это эксперимент, потому я думаю, зимно, конечно, много людей есть в дому смотрели стримы, и, конечно, когда был зимно в России, я был популярный, да, но мой эксперимент есть вот сейчас в Юр-Америка, в Перу, Аргентина, Боливия, Мексико, это не Мексико, но Юр-Америка, когда большая часть испаноговорящих есть, зимно тоже есть, но поэтому играю эти игры по-испански. Shore City? What's Shore? Oh, Shore. Okay, like a city on the. Nice. Salmon sandwich with beef, bacon, everything. Oh, it's like a Russian place? Like a coastal city, you could say. Like a coastal city. Alright.
Siempre haces lo mismo. Me menosprecias delante de los huéspedes. Y eso no está bien.
Okay. Menosprecias delante de los huéspedes. ¿Eso qué significa? What the hell is that? Menosprecias. Oh, okay, it's like kind of like soul food. You look down on me from the huéspedes. Baddie's working there, nice. Or baddies are just around. Guests. Okay, you embarrass me in front of my guests, basically something like this, right? Yeah, you're condescending to me in front of our guests, and that's not good. Yeah, you're condescending to me in front of our guests. Well, good, man. Okay, everyone knows the best place to flirt with a girl is at her job, where she can't run away because she's legally bound by her employer, right? Make sure you clip that one and save it in case you're ever feeling like you need advice with women. Just listen to that one. Eso no está bien, and that's not good, right? You're talking down on me, talking down to me in front of our guests, and that is not good. All right, very nice.
Siempre haces lo mismo. Me menosprecias delante de los
There we go.
Basta.
So they're all talking the same thing. Interesting. Basta, si alguno puede hacerlo, será la última vez. Y ahora, basically, if you do that again, it will be the last time, right? Enough, right? Basta is like enough, basta ya. If anyone, because they're all sharing this. It's all these brains that are sharing this one interface, right? This one, basically, voice, I suppose, talk box, and they're all fighting. Alguno is some, alguna vez is at some point, algunas personas, right? Some people, usually, no, yeah, alguien, yeah, it's algunas, it's some things, right? Algunas, right? Let's see, which is funny because it's goon, right? Algunos goons, or just to say some goons, right? There's some thugs, right? Some goons, algunos goons. If you have a tough time remembering, just remember, algunos goons are buying my cart tomorrow, right? Algunos goons. Some goons are doing it, right? Algunos goons are hanging around the neighborhood. Algunos. Nice. I'm just gonna clip that anyway and just make that how to always know the Spanish word algunos or some dumb title. How to always remember this Spanish word. All right, there we go. We got you. Algunos goons, right? Some goons. All right, and now what? Ahora.
¡Basta! Si alguno vuelve a hacerlo, será la última. Estupendo. Se me ha olvidado lo que iba a decir. ¿De qué estaba hablando?
All right, great. Stupendous, right? Se me ha olvidado lo que iba a decir. Basically, I forgotten what I was going to say, right? ¿De qué estaba hablando? What was I talking about? Something like this. Dude, yeah, go off. Why not? Why not? Type, like I said, the more chats, the better, man. I spam it up. At this point, it's just us. They'll come, though. They'll come. Algunos goons. Algunos goons. Some goons. Yeah, you can teacher that one. Teacher, algunos goons. Jeez. All right. I forgot what I was going to say. What was I talking about? And I have to get better now at learning how to... I'm going to go through with this one. All right, here... tengo unas opciones. Okay, ¿cómo es que todos habláis por esta única caja de voz? Basically, why are you guys all talking out of one voice box, right? Caja de voz. Yo estaba de un cine y luego estaba aquí. ¿Qué de este sitio? Basically, I was at a movie and now, and after that, luego, right? Now, later. Now, after that, I ended up here. Now I'm here. What is this place? What is this site, right? Sitio, like place. Alright, sois vosotros. Lo que me habéis practicando esta cirugía, basically. Was that you guys who did the surgery on me? He's basically showing him his surgery scars, his cicatrices de cirugía. No es mi intención interrumpir, pero va a salir algo en el monitor grande, basically. It's not my intention to interrupt, but is something going to play on the big screen, right? Are we gonna watch a movie? Basically, he's saying something like this. Me importa una mierda lo que tengo que decir. Dime por qué me traes de aquí. Ya. He's like, I don't give a shit what you have to say. Tell me why you brought me here now. All right. A little more aggressive. We go like the aggressiveness increases down the line. Let's see. Should we ask right away about the surgery? I don't think we should reveal that card. I mean, obviously, they know I know, but maybe we can. Well, let's play dumb. I think it's always good to play dumb when possible. So I'll say, como si yo estaba en un cine y luego estaba aquí. ¿Qué es este sitio? Basically, I was at the movies. I was at a movie theater, and now I'm here. What is this place? We'll go with that one. I'll clip that too because I need more Spanish content for. Zenomis. No, papi, bueno. Very nice. Ha dicho algo. Alguien lo ha cogido. Someone picked you up. Boros, tú trabajas con animales, tradúcelo. He said, you speak with animals, translate it. Okay, so they're basically haven't seen a human in so long, or like are so advanced that they look at the average human as an animal, huh? Interesting. I wonder if anyone else does that in their society. Let's see. You speak animal, he says. Translate it. Very good. Yeah, translate me.
Un lobotomita, aquí, en la cúpula.
Un lobotomita, basically someone who received a lobotomy. Aquí en la cúpula. I like it. Nada lemonada. It's just like a good way to just remember how to pronunciate lemonade, maybe? Limonada. Nice sock programming to make sure you're drinking sugar at every turn. Classic. Very good. Or maybe not. Maybe it's the opposite. Nada lemonada. It's like nobody instead of like no lemonade. No, I guess nada lemonada. No lemonade, right? So I guess it's anti-sock programming. Kupuha. Why is this? This goes to Irish. Like you can't tell that it's a dome. Yeah, okay. A lobotomy. Someone who had a lobotomy. An lobotomy here in the dome, right? Oh, that was an accident. Lobotomia. Lobotomita. Is that one who's had a lobotomy? Or is it lobotomite? Yeah, so one who's had a lobotomy. In English, I guess, is a lobotomite. So, lobotomita is in Español. Very strange. But there's a new word, I guess, for us in English. Why not? A lobotomite, a person who's had a lobotomy. Stop acting like a lobotomite, bro. Tispamo. Right? Why not? Why not? Stop acting like a lobotomite. Maybe one day I can use that one. What am I doing? I haven't gotten good at going to my English notes yet, but here, just again, I mean to move this to the Discord. One who has had a lobotomy, I believe. We can confirm, actually, just so we can make sure it's a confirmed source. But I'm gonna go with this is 100% what I wrote down, but I'll find out one more time. A lobotomite, right? One who has had, one who was brainless, stupid, as if they had been lobotomized. Not necessarily saying that in this game. They're literally talking about a lobotomy, because this is, a weird space game. So let's go on. Here in the dome, right? In the dome. What was it again? In the dome. In the cupola, right? Whatever way you want to use dome, go ahead. But the actual physical structure of dome apparently is cupola, and I don't know if it's as interchangeable with how we can interchange dome in English. But try it anyway for fun. One of my braces holding metal things. One of your brackets, yeah, the brackets, I believe. Eesh. Yeah, I don't know. Just go at it with a brush or a like one of those floss picks I always liked. Nice. Yeah, I need to get a. If I'm ever not poor, I probably could rip some Invisalign,
Como si no tuviéramos
But nice.
bastante, ahora tenemos lobotomitas. Dala, coge el spray antes de que excrete por todos sitios.
Yeah, wear your retainer if you can. Once you get them off. Oh, como si no tuvieras bastante. As if we were not so much. As if we were not. As if we didn't already have so many. Ahora tenemos lobotomitas. Dale, coge el spray antes de que excrete por todos sitios. Basically, as if we didn't have enough problems, now we have a lobotomite, right? Dala, whoever that is, I'm guessing that's a person. Coge el spray antes de que excrete por todos sitios. Get the spray before he excretes all over the place, basically, something like this. What's up, David? How many languages do I speak? Not very many. English, Spanish, and Portuguese pretty decently. Like halfway to Russian. I'm pretty confident in my Russian. But just those four. And my goal with this channel is to learn like the 6 UN languages if possible. So English, French, Spanish, Russian, Chinese, and Arabic. So we'll see if it seems like kind of a lifetime goal as well. But that's kind of what I'm going to be trying to do using video games. I really think video games could be nice educational tools, and I want to basically prove that, I guess, with this human experiment, you could call it. What's up? Where are you watching from? David, if you're still here. I'm almost done. My front teeth doesn't want to turn. Ew, gross. Yeah, I know. It's I'm sure this Yaversky dentist knows what he's doing, right? Let's go on. Yeah. So as if we didn't have enough going on, now we have this lobotomite, right? This guy who's had a lobotomy. David, thank you for the follow, my friend. Where are you watching from? What languages do you speak? How many languages do you speak? But thank you, David. I don't know. We'll give you the Hebrew thank you of Toda, maybe. David is, I guess, a very kind of Hebrew-sounding name. He's doing it for free because it's been 2 years. After 2 years, it's free. Really? What a deal! Nice. That sounds nice. Sounds like he's doing. Glad he's doing a service to the underprivileged youth. Lobotomita, right? One who has like a lobotomite. You gave me a lobotomy. You can say, ¿de qué estás hablando? What are you talking about? I can say, me desperté aquí hasta arriba de rajas y quiero respuestas. Basically, I woke up here, basically full of what is this? Full of de rajas. Hasta arriba de rajas. I don't know what that means. Hasta arriba de rajas. I just speak English. I'm learning Ukrainian. I'd say I'm able to communicate. Cool. Я не помовлю по-украински, но знаю русский на высокий уровень и могу иногда Rozumiet ukrainsky. Why? Почему украинский? Maybe. Why? I'll try Russian and see if you understand it. Why Ukrainian? I would love to learn the same. And if you do end up seeing the streams later, right now my main language that I stream in is Russian, so you'll definitely see lots of Ukrainian speakers. And if you come show up and say what's up, be able to interact with them. But yeah, why Ukrainian? And then just common question probably you get. All right. Up to arriba de rajas. So again, I'm using my translator I normally use for Russian. Up to above de rajas. Okay, let's see first then what rajas are. Rajas. Okay, we're gonna have to. Let's see. Let's see what rajas are real quick. Obviously, Raja. Let's see what it is. A slice. Yeah, I woke up in pieces. I woke up kind of all cut up, basically. Arriba de rajas. Man, very popular word. It seems. All right, yeah, I cut all. I showed up all sliced up, right? Тому що моя дівчина українець, але вона живе тут. Вона живе тут. Американець у Pittsburgh. You're American from Pittsburgh, and вона живе тут. Що значить вона живе? Very cool. You're Americanець із Chicago. Тому що моя дівчина українець. You have a Ukrainian woman, then I'm guessing, Divchina. Ale Vona живе тут. But Vona, yes, is Vona at the имя or Vona живе тут? But congrats on the Divchina Ukrainets, right? Is that what you're saying? Okay, yeah, Divchina. Nice. Она тоже знаете русский? Вон is ona u-ruski. Okay. Ale ona живет тут. Okay, you have a Ukrainian girlfriend, but she lives here. Nice. Питтсбург. И она, вона тоже знаете русский? Она тоже... Yeah, понял. Okay, cool. Interesting. Yeah, это хороший знак любить, когда кто-то изучить язык друг чел, right? It's for me, obviously, learning a language is the greatest sign of love that you can show to your fellow human. Whether it's your girlfriend, whether it's your neighbor, whether it's your I don't know, favorite musician. Learning someone else's language is, yeah, to me, like the greatest show of respect and love. For anything else, but very nice. Так, вона говорит украинский и русский. I'm learning for her. Very nice. What do you prefer? I'm guessing you're maybe trying to learn both. Would she prefer you to learn Ukrainian? Maybe is that why you're doing that? But obviously, they're both great languages to learn. They're both, relatively interchangeable. You learn one, you're putting in the work for the other. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm going with Russian first, just because it's more, versatile, I suppose. Can get you more places, right? You can go travel to Georgia, Azerbaijan, whatever, Kazakhstan if you're into traveling the world, but still fantastic to see. How long have you been learning? What's your learning method? Have you ever played a video game in Ukrainian? There are a few, more in Russian, of course, but there are definitely a bunch. Yeah, have you ever considered? Well, yeah, no, I just want to hear, I guess, how you've been studying. You sound pretty good at it. Let's see what we have here. I can basically say that, right? I woke up here covered in scars, all cut up, like up to here in cuts. Y quiero respuestas, and I want answers. No es mi intención interrumpir, pero vas a ver algo en el momento grande. I can act dumb here again. It's not. I don't mean to interrupt, but are they going to play something on the TV? So again, you don't want to kind of show your hand too soon, right? You don't want to pretend you're I don't know, too smart No, let's act dumb, right? Yeah. No es mi intención de interrumpir, pero van a salir algo en el monitor grande, right? It's not my intention to interrupt. Are they going to play something on the big screen? I have not. I use Duolingo. Live with a Ukrainian, that'll do it, and use ChatGPT to talk a lot. Yeah, that works for sure. I definitely think that gaming for me has been the, outside of obviously the only better thing I think could be like going to Ukraine. This, if you find a game in Ukrainian, basically is the closest you can. It's like basically getting dropped into the middle of Ukraine if Ukraine was filled with whatever your game is about. So definitely would recommend. Are you a gamer in general? I was there last year. Nice. Okay, what part did you go to? And here we go again. It's not my intention to interrupt, but it's something going to come on the big screen. For an immigrant Russian girl, trust me. Okay, tell me more. Lviv. What part of the country is that? Is that, I'm guessing, far from all the nonsense? Let's see if I have it on my map here. Oh yeah, I do. Okay, that's basically by Poland. Nice. Yeah, that's probably a nice, chill, safe area. I don't play video games. I just can't get it to grab my attention, but it's fun to watch. All right, fair enough. I guess they're not for everyone. If you ever decide to develop a crippling video game addiction or dabble, a good way to use your time playing video games wisely is to change the language to English. I really think you maybe can't get into the games now, but if you look at the gaming as a way to maybe improve your Ukrainian and really dive deep, simulate, pretend like you're getting more hours in Ukrainian, maybe this is a reason to use video games, not necessarily for pleasure, but for fortifying yourself, right? But for kind of showing further love. But cool. Where'd you guys meet in Pittsburgh? Or if you're like sharing whatever you want. If it's by Poland, it's gonna be all over still. What? I didn't get that one. The way you're doing it is incredibly interesting, dude. I really think I want more people to do it. I think it's such an untapped thing that could deepen everyone's life. Because it's just so many people game, so many people say they want to learn languages, and it's just like, okay, you either like don't really want to, or like you just have not thought of an easy way, But with that many people playing Duolingo, I think I call this Duolingo 2. So hopefully people will like the sequel, Duolingo 2. All right, right, basically, Dr. Klein, you're doing a transmission from the prohibited zone, right? Directly on nosotros, directly to us. What is this? I don't exactly know what he's saying here, so we're gonna skip that one. Right. Yes, in Pittsburgh, I may do that. I use TikTok in Ukrainian already and watch movies in Ukrainian. Well, yeah, those are two fantastic ways to do it. As well, I guess the only thing that the video games give you a little bit of a different look, because like you have input on the game, right? For the most part, it's like you just saw. I kind of had the ability to speak or whatever. I'm like picking up items. I have to literally to make progress in the game. Like theoretically, you could watch Ukrainian TikTok with your eyes closed. You could watch Ukrainian movies with your eyes closed. This game, like you have to know what's going on. You have to translate pretty much every item you touch to basically make sense of the world. So it really it forces you, I guess, to stay engaged in the language and stuff like that, which is nice. Maybe you don't have a problem doing that on your own, just watching movies, But if you're like me, my mind, I'm watching a movie, my mind will start wandering. I'm thinking English, thinking about other stuff. Whereas the game really helps pull me back in and pull me into this simulated Spanish world, right? So we'll put it could only be, right, you probably understand, even though you probably have a higher Spanish level. Yeah, no, I mean, it's easy to understand literally, but I don't know, kind of understanding what he was getting at, like where's the prohibited zone, like what is he talking about, who's he yelling at? I didn't get it, but maybe you're smarter than me with the Spanish, I don't know. Alright, so this guy, Dr. Mobius, whoever this is, we have a whole new character who's been introduced. Si somos viejos colegas, el poderoso gabinete de Big Mountain. So estúpidos, right? So these are my old colleagues here. The powerful cabinet, right? And I believe, is that just what it is? Like cabinet is just getting translated into gabinete? Just like an Americanized or a Hispanicized version, right, of gabinete, basically literally the same. I love to see that. As you know, in Ukrainian, probably a lot of that happens. Motivacja, maybe. Even moje is similar to maybe. What else? Any of the iatsia words will get you far. Right? You basically just change them up. Amazing perspective, and I think I will try it. Good luck, my friend. I'll be watching next one. Dude, I'd love that. Let me know if you find any good games in Ukrainian. I'm going to try to compile a list myself. I mean, it's easy to compile a list, but I want to try to make like a fun little video that will hopefully encourage other people to do the same. Możlivo. What is it? Like, we'll talk. Możlivo, maybe. Or możlivo. Maybe could be something like this. Możlivo, I believe. But it sounds like, yeah, if you're out of here, dobranoc. Very, very nice to meet you. Great to hear that you're doing that. Congrats on the Slavic girlfriend. Very nice. But again, it's incredible that you're putting in the work, and it sounds like you're having great success with it. If you want to get a little head even further boost, I would definitely recommend trying games. I heard you saying it in Russian. Prima poznakomitsya. Oh, what was this? Yeah, możlivo. I think kind of the same. Yeah, very nice, very nice. Yeah, another similarity between, of course, Ukrainian and Russian. Приемно познайомиться. Приемно познайомиться и помовити связь теж. Мой друг. Nice to meet you, приятель. Maybe they say for friend in Ukrainian, but nice to meet you, David, brother. Until the next one, you know where to find me. If you're interested, I also have a YouTube and Twitch if you'd prefer to watch on that. That's what these are here. Same name on all platforms. I'm a human translator. Yeah, you're doing good. The current one. Which one? Where is this? Next school year, the current one. Oh, why? Yeah, why do you say that? Дня на тебе русская фотора не обносляли. Что обносляли? Ладно, шуху. Yeah, well, I'm just joking. Good stream. Yeah, I'm gonna try. Буду попробовать. Я спробую испанский, потому думаю, много людей смотрят вещи, когда зимно есть, да? В Юр-Америка, когда говорит испанский, зимно есть, но может будет лучше делать несколько испанский. Как вы скачешь? Извини, но русский вернулся сегодня. Русский вернулся завтра. Мне теж на добрач, мой друг. На добраніч. They say, okay. Yeah, me too, мне теж на добраніч, мой друг. Добраніч, друг. Nice to meet you. Until the next one, until we next speak. Good luck. Udachki, as they say. I don't know how they say good luck in Polish, Belarusian, Ukrainian side of the Slavic world, but again, great to meet you. Love it. There you go. Drachite? What is that? Thank you for my favorite Ukrainian, Stragios. Groshik? It's loud. Let's turn him down a bit. What are you dratching? Okay, so it is me, Dr. Mobius, kind of transmitting from my dome in the form of a dome. Yeah, in dome form, I guess, because his brain's in the dome, maybe. In the prohibited zone, a zone that is prohibited for you. Yes, as you would guess, right? So he's being kind of making fun of the name. Alright, so right now my lethal Roboscorpions are running around Big Mountain with their pincers and their attached laser tails, basically. Culpa is like fault, like you're, if you're the culprit, es tu culpa. Like if you're, it's your fault. It's tu culpa. No, say, how would you say that in Russian? Is there anything similar? to say like you're guilty, bez vino, no, it's more like something else. I don't know how you say it in Russian, but yeah, something like this. Yeah, es tu culpa, es mi culpa. Like la culpa de, right? The fault of la culpa. How would you say? Es la culpa de Strikey. Oh, that I'm banned on. Que me banearon TikTok, por ejemplo. Right, it's la culpa. It's Sergio's fault, and usually, yeah, they use it in only like a feminine way, la culpa. I don't think you'd say like el culpo. I'm not sure. Anyway, so yeah, they're afiadas colas láser, right? Afiladas colas. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Don't, people say lots of things. I'm just saying like kind of how I look at it. You can say anything you want. Sharp. Okay, there's afiladas are sharp, right? To afilar un espada, for example, to like to sharpen your sword, right? It's like file, like you would file your nails, right? You would sharpen your sword, right? Sharp sword, for example, right? Here we go. Una espada afilada, right? Here's the sword word, and then afilada is like to be sharpened, right? To be filed, basically a filed sword. Kind of a weird way to translate it, but it works. Rod manzanas for food. Yeah, right. What'd you think? That one randomly did better than the rest. I don't know, bro. I don't know what the hell's going on with my algorithm right now. Definitely weird stuff. So watch them all. Grilled apples are fire. No, I mean, I'd eat it with a little like sugar or cinnamon or something. It's probably amazing. Yeah, man, I'm trying to pull out all the stops for sure with this algorithm, engagement farming. Yeah, cinnamon will be really fire. That sounds like a Michigan day, Michigan night, I guess. Michigan bonfire on the beach, grilled apples and cinnamon. Oof. All right. So they have sharp laser tails. Pronto me apoderaré de toda la ciencia. Then I will be in charge of, right? Apoderar, right? To be powerful. I'll be in charge of, right? Apoderar, I believe. Apoderarse. Right, I'll seize. I'll take. Because poder is power, right? So poder is power. So to apoderarse is like to take power, right? To take power from all of science. No, конечно, учишь русский точно, но это эксперимент. Потому думаю, мы стрим популярный, когда зимно есть. И в Юрмерке, когда говорит по-испански, есть зимно. Но хотел экспериментовать. Но завтра вернуться стрим на русском. Как вы, бананчики, имя, не знаю твое имя. Fade in and fade out on sound. Show me like an example of what you're talking about. Yeah, Lera Donovan. Oh, Lera Donovan. Yeah, помню вас. И почему вы изменил твое имя? Лерок, да, конечно. Помню вас, конечно. Как вы, Lera Donovan? Как давно? Yeah. Make a clip of me. I don't know. Talking about flirting with girls at work or something, or any game length stuff you have, or make whatever you want, but preferably a game length clip that fades in and fades out, so I can kind of know what's going on. Musaya, what's new with you, Lera Donovan? Ni las tecnologías instaladas en los centros de investigación de Big Mountain podrán salvarlos. Escondeos en vuestro gabinete y esperad el fin. Not even the technologies locked in the heart of the investigation center of Big Mountain can save you. You're going to, he's like, yeah, hang out with our cabinet and wait for the end, basically. Hang out with our cabinet and wait for, and wait. The end. Alright, el fin. Se llegará. Scary stuff. I don't like to hear that, but alright. Eso es todo, that's all. Adiós. Okay.
Mobius, siempre la misma emisión. Está claramente loco, llevado a la demencia por su errónea e imprecisa metodología de investigación de parvulario.
Mobius, siempre la misma emisión. Mobius, it's always the same broadcast, always the same message, right? Está claramente loco, he's clearly crazy, llevado a la demencia por su errónea y imprecisa metodología de investigación de parvulario. Basically, he was driven to insanity, dementia for his incorrect and imprecise methodology for investigating parvulario. What is parvulario? Parvulario is... Kindergarten? No. It's kindergarten investigation. Oh, basically, okay, he's just saying his lame little kindergarten investigation, basically, something like this. Okay, недавно не было на той стриминг, no, все, okay, но буду заходить по часе при возможности. But I'm gonna try to come in when possible. Cool, what have you been busy with? С чем ты занимаешься, да? С чем занимаешься? What have you been busy with? Что последнее время сделал? Знаю, это лето, и в лето много возможностей есть делать вещи на улице и все. Закончила учебу, за skill, I'm guessing, сейчас отдыхаю. Да, знаю, это... Что учебу по-английски, если хочешь поделиться, переводить. Только в мой переводик только испанский есть, это мой challenge, это мой... как сказать, мой challenge для сегодня, мой desafío en español. Okay, so he got brought to craziness by his...
¿Qué vamos a hacer? No hay manera de entrar en la zona prohibida. Los
What was
robots...
this? He got brought to craziness by his... what's the word? Oh man, he got brought to craziness by his... incompetency, something like this. ¿Qué vamos a hacer? Basically, what are we going to do? No hay manera de entrar en la zona prohibida. Los roboscorpiones esos están por todas partes. Basically, what are we going to do? There's no way to enter into the prohibited zone. The robot scorpions are all over, effectively, right? What are we going to do? There's no way to enter into the protected and prohibited zone. The Scorpions are everywhere. Okay, yeah, college, gotcha. That's what I thought. Ubeciu, szkoła, uniwersytet. Что это какая-то? И какой темат? У вас несколько планов для лето? Какие планы для лето? Maybe I guess I should do some Russian even at this hour, I suppose. Alright, let's go on.
¿Qué vamos a hacer?
La zona prohibida. El lugar en el que jamás ha entrado un cerebro ni ha salido uno.
Alright, the prohibited zone, the place that a brain has never entered or left, basically. It's the place where a brain has never entered or left. Okay. Very good. Whatever that means, I don't know, but it's good to know.
Excepto el Dr. Mobius. Y las tecnologías que podrían salvarnos están fuera de nuestro alcance.
Oh, shoot. Okay, basically, this was out of our... His goals are out of our reach, something like this. Caden, what happened to Russian? Russian will be back tomorrow. I'm trying an experiment because I thought maybe... In Russia right now it's summer, so, I was noticing a dip in viewers, and I was thinking maybe, everyone's outside kind of enjoying the summer, enjoying themselves, and I figured, well, in South America right now, where most of the Spanish speakers are, it's winter. So maybe, winter's the time to stream. People are going to be, stuck inside and stuff like that. But didn't really work out like that. What's up with you though, Caden23? Yeah, definitely be back at Russian tomorrow, next stream. But kind of wanted to toss a few hours at this and see what would happen. But I don't know. It doesn't look like I'm being favored too heavily today in the algorithm. But I don't know. You found me, so I'm glad about that. What's up with you? How's life? You've been learning Russian still, right? From what I remember. El doctor Novia se burló de nosotros, viste su monitor agrietado, ha perdido el norte claramente. So to perder el norte is basically, he lost sense of what's real. He lost if the compass doesn't point north, right? It's a broken compass. So he's basically saying like that, like you lost the sense of knowing north, right? El doctor Novia se burló de nosotros. He's laughing at us. Viste su monitor agrietado. Did you see his monitor? That's what's agrietado. His cracked monitor, basically. Yeah, he's clearly gone nuts, effectively. Something like that. Great. And there's someone's talking in like a different language, right?
¿Pedirle ayuda al lobotomita? Ocho, creo que te van a tener que revisar los niveles de fluido en las bombas de razonamiento lógico.
Alright, he's like, what? Ask for help from the person who was lobotomized? Number 8, I think that we're going to have to check your fluid levels and your... We're going to have to check the levels of your logical reasoning fluid, okay? And pretty deep stuff.
Dr. Klein, si este lobotomita ha respondido, es obvio que es inteligente e incluso podría ofrecernos un grado de servicio desconocido hasta ahora.
Alright, basically, I have to go to as. Что? You have go as. To go as. What is go as? You have to go to go as. AF. Что? Dr. Clancy, if this guy has responded, it's obvious that he's intelligent, and maybe he can even offer us something useful that we still don't know. Oh, it's 6. Yeah. No, Polnyal. Of course. I understand. Thanks for coming and visiting. I appreciate you making me a part of your morning phone opening. I hope whatever you're up to is good. How do you say this? Я счастлив быть часть в твой... Я счастлив участвовать в твой рано. Был хорош читать твои имя другой раз. И удачки в твой дело днем. Надеюсь, можем разговорить скоро. I hope we can talk again. Nice to see you, and until the next one. Alright. Basically something like this. Завтра постараюсь зайти за стрим. Well, это тоже, думаю, это будет для вас сегодня, но позднее, в ночь. Сегодня для вас сегодня в ночь, да? Ну, спасибо большое. Alright, let's keep going here.
Dr. Klein, si este lobotomita ha respondido, es obvio que es inteligente.
¿Y su cerebro? Si se lo estirpamos, ni siquiera sabemos dónde lo dejamos. Ni ninguno de nosotros sabría colocarlo de nuevo en su sitio.
Y su cerebro, si se lo extirpamos, in his brain, we took it out, right? We extracted it. Ni siquiera sabemos dónde lo dejamos, right? We don't even know where we left it, right? Y ninguno de nosotros sabría colocarlo de nuevo en su sitio. And none of us are going to be able to place it, to put it back, right? Yeah, put it back in its place. Extirpamos, right? We extracted it. Oh, definitely, yeah. We need as many pop-ups and like sound effects and just complete brain rot. Hell yeah, send it to me. I'm probably I'll do the stream for maybe like 45 minutes more. Just again, I was testing this out, and then I'll check it out. We can talk strategy perhaps. I'm cooking up more stuff. Hopefully, I'm ahead now. Finally, I have things pre-uploaded, so I have a little bit of room to go out and film more and stuff. But for now, stream time.
pero sigue consciente y receptivo. Míralo. No deja de mirarnos con esos ojos gigantes de osito de peluche.
Basically, yes, but he's still conscious and receptive. Look at him. You can't just let him look at us with those big puppy dog eyes, right? Osito de peluche. What's a peluche? You're gonna see that one a lot. Peluche. Yeah, with those teddy bear eyes, right? Giant. Basically, don't let him look at us with those giant teddy bear eyes. Effectively, great. Love it. Okay. Very good. I don't even know what the mango sound is. I'm not gonna lie. Lucky me. It sounds like. All right. Let's keep moving. Keep it moving. Oops, what is this?
Si lo pedimos con delicadeza y obviamos la parte relativa a la innecesaria dureza de la lobotomización, quizá acepten que nos lo quedemos.
Si lo pedimos con delicadeza y obviamos la parte relativa a la innecesaria dureza de la lobotomización, quizá acepten que nos lo quedemos. If we ask nicely and obviously... what is this? The part... Okay, what is this one? If we ask nicely... Obviamos... What is this? Obviamos, right? Obviamos la parte relativa a la innecesaria dureza. Without any unnecessary harshness. What's up, Dennis? Yeah, I couldn't find this game in Russian, but I'm trying it out in Spanish because I think, I don't know, I had a kind of an idea that maybe like people in Russia aren't watching as much because now it's summer and they're outside, doing stuff, whatever, living life, and they're not forced to be, at their computer like they are more in winter. So I decided maybe let's try and do a language where it's winter currently. In South America, it's winter, but it seems like there's more Russians are piling in instead. So maybe I'll just keep doing Russian at this hour if I stream at night again. What's up with you? You're just waking up, I imagine. If we ask nicely, and obviously we leave out the part about unnecessary harshness of the lobotomy, maybe, yeah, it will accept what we ask. We just got home. Nice. Okay, so you went out. Where are you right now again? I know you said you have to go to Brussels eventually, so I'm guessing maybe you're traveling near there. You said you left Romania. Well, you just got back to Romania then from traveling. And we got this one already. So again, vosotros me extrahiáis el cerebro. Basically, you guys took my brain out. Lobotomizasteis. You lobotomized me. I could say, why do I... Por eso tengo esa sensación tan rara y tan pesada. Why do I feel so strange and so light? So again, we're gonna just play dumb, right? I am in London at the moment. It's 4 a.m. I got back from Romania recently. Got you. Okay. You got home to London. That home. Got you. Home obviously is relative, right? If you're a well-traveled and well-cultured person, of course, home is relative. Okay, so you got home in the UK for sure. No, it's all good, man. It's all good. Everything's understood. Dang, you switched languages. What's up, Rava? How's it going? Dang, you switched the time of watching the Game Lang stream. What's up? How's life? How's it going? What'd you do today? I'm trying a little experiment again. I saw a little bit of droppage in the Russian viewership, so I assume maybe that's because it's summer and they're enjoying life and not watching streamers all day. So maybe time to look at where the world is having winter, and that is in South America, where they speak Spanish. So we're gonna try a little bit more. Started talking to a Latino person. What kind of relationship is that? Is that business? Is that If it's romance, I would assume it's a Latina, right? Как по-русски is like gendered, right? Rod svой слово, I believe. Yeah, Latina. Okay, there we go. Talking in that way. Very nice, very nice. Buzza, just what I thought. Common mistake, though. Common mistake. At the обычный error. Common mistake. It happens. All right, let's go on. But tengo esa sensación tan rara y tan pasada. Basically, why do I feel so strange and so late? Why do I feel so strange and so late? On my nightly TikTok scroll, but I literally took an hour to read one page of a Russian story. Geez, is that because you picked a tough story, or is that because you were taking a break in between words to look at TikTok, or what story did you pick, and why did it take you an hour to read one page? She said, why do I feel so strange and so light? I'm pretty decent Spanish speaker for sure. I definitely, I was just in Mexico, and didn't really have too many problems. So I'm pretty much done with Spanish. Like as far as like learning, now it's time to like go into real life and practice there. I don't know if you look at my YouTube channel or my other videos, but they are kind of, I guess, there's evidence of my level there if you're curious. But I'm not amazing, but definitely sufficient. The Caesar ending better be the way you go. No NCR. Oh God. Yeah. Way to, of course, you gotta think about the politics of it. Yeah. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't even know if I'll get that far. Kind of just again like tossing darts right now, seeing what sticks, seeing what languages, what games. What are things that I can put hours in and not feel like I'm wasting away not learning, stuff like that. But we'll see. Maybe we will. I would love to find this in a different language. Anyway, por tengo esta sensación tan rara, tan pasada. Why do I have this strange sensation, and why do I feel so light? It was a beginner's book. I just wasn't familiar with a lot of the vocab. Did you have like a translator open up next to you or something, or what is how did you translate?
Era blandito, pero no muy arrugado, para estar repleto de conocimientos y experiencia.
Like, yes, we took out your brain. It was bland, but not very. It was still like full of knowledge and experiences. Let's see what this is. Arrugado. Wrinkled. Yeah, it was empty. I don't know. Yeah, it was bland, but not like wrinkled enough to be full of knowledge and experience, maybe something like this. Yeah. Para estar repleto. Repleto, no, I guess that's empty, right? Repleto, I think. Yeah, to not be, okay, never mind then. It's not enough to be packed full of knowledge and experience, or repleto. Usually Bethesda games are translated in the most random languages. Yeah, I know there are. All I have access to, I think, are like Italian, German, Spanish, and French, I think. So, yeah, it's not the most diverse selection, but still good. But I know there are more out there that you can find if you find them. Yeah, I've seen like Latin Skyrim, totally weird stuff. I took a picture of the page on Google Translate. How does that work? Does it translate everything at the same time? I've never tried that tag. Are you thinking about going out of the country within the next year? It depends on my budget, honestly. If I can level up to the point where I'm able to generate income from the computer, from a Wi-Fi connection, I would like to. But otherwise, I'm gonna stay in the States if I have not yet leveled up my earning, my entrepreneurial earnings through the internet. That's my dream, and that's gonna kind of be what tethers me. I mean, I was just in Mexico, so maybe I might go to Mexico again within the next year. But yeah, if I level up, I'll probably travel to South America or my goal, obviously, if I hit the correct TikTok number of followers, I'm gonna go to Russia straight up. Otherwise, I'll probably do South America realistically. All right, let's go on. Yeah, so we took out your brain. It was bland, but it still was not completely empty of information, right? It still had some knowledge and experience.
Te estirpamos el cerebro. Era blandito, pero no muy arrugado, para estar repleto de conocimientos y experiencia.
Okay.
La técnica de extracción de cerebros ha sido una práctica estándar en Big Mountain desde tiempos inmemorables.
All right, so the technique of brain extraction has been a standard practice in Big Mountain since we can remember, basically. All right, yes, the technique of brain extraction has been a standard practice in Big Mountain. Yeah, since I don't know, before Tempos Inmemorables, so it's like before, I don't know, before time was recorded, something like this. We can even get into Russia. I would just see lots of stories of American citizens getting detained. There's only one way to find out. You know, you see lots of stories about various things happening. So the only way to find out is to go do it yourself, I suppose. My plan is to go from Japan to Russia, so maybe that might help. All right, let's see what we got here from Strikio. All right, what is this? What did you just remix? Dude, I don't even know what that was. I like it though. I like it. Definitely keep the sound. Can you add some subtitles so I know what the hell I'm even saying? It's myself and I don't even know what's going on. As long as you're not some anti-Russian political activists, you're fine. I had a friend check because they were suspected and they just checked his phone. Oh, definitely, yeah. I definitely not gonna, just skip Japan. We'll see. At that, I don't know what my Japanese level will probably still be 0 at that point. So, we'll see. Yeah, definitely would go. But I have a lot to do before I feel like I would really even be worth it to travel like that. And like I said, I want to be able to earn American dollars through the internet, like most people, like most people's dreams are. Anyway, let's go on. You ever been to Japan yourself? This traveler? Or any of you guys? Okay, so the brain extraction has been a tradition, right, since we can even remember.
Una vez extraído el cerebro, lo siguiente fueron las bobinas. Las bobinas Tesla. Las bobinas de Nikola Tesla.
All right, so what is this? Like coils? What's a bobina? Los bobinas. Yeah, okay, the coils. So once we've taken out the brain, the next thing is the coils, the Tesla coils, the Nikola Tesla coils. Okay. What are we gonna do with the bobinas? It sounds like kind of it's a goofy word for like a serious thing. Okay. What is that? This creepy sound. Extra descerebrado, right? Si el gabinete está en lo cierto, right? If the cabinet is correct, tu cerebro ha sido sustituido por receptores de bobina Tesla. Basically, your brain has been substituted by Tesla coil receptors. So that's gonna be my character's new brain. I guess they reconstructed a electrical signal mapping out of Tesla coils. I guess it's probably possible, maybe. Tu cabeza ya no puede ser mutilada y es resistente a las adicciones a drogas. Basically, your head can no longer be crippled. And you have a resistance to drug addiction, 25% higher. Nice. Impacto por daños físicos, 5% de resistencia a daños. No entiendes cómo puedes andar, hablar o incluso entender. Yeah, and we have just more resistance, right? You don't understand how you can walk, talk, or even understand things, right? This game is good practice. Even someone's native language, they can't understand it half the time. It has enough strange words to even teach you. Yeah, if I was playing this in my own language, I'd probably still learn some weird words, like if I didn't know what a Tesla coil was or something, perhaps. I feel like, yeah, I learned so much through games, and that's why I'm now just trying to edit it to language learning, foreign languages. It's taught me so much about other things in life. Why can't it teach me foreign languages, right? And it looks like it can. Content bait, which one? Sí, ocho, pero no me gusta presumir de ello, right? Yes, but I don't like to, is it just literally straight up presume? Presumir, right? I don't want to show off to him, basically. Yeah, so presumir, so I presume, not really like, I don't know, what'd you say, whatever, strikio, I presume. It's not going to be presumir, it's going to be supongo, I suppose, right? Whereas presumir is like to show off, right? Stop showing off, let's say. Yeah, deja de presumir, to show off. And I don't know, again, is this a Spanish word? Or is this used in Latin America as well? Definitely something to keep in mind. A lot of these games are translated with Spanish, which is, I guess, like the proper Spanish. So let's see. What does it say? To boast, brag, show off, right? Fanfaronear. That one sounds a little more Spanish. Yeah, so just presumir. No, yo no quiero presumir. I don't want to show off, but, right, to show off. Let's see. Yeah, Latin America obviously makes, for Americans like us, it makes way more sense. And, you know, for somebody who's trying to grow a channel as big as possible, and whatever other goals you may have, right? Yeah, so here we go. Presumir, to show off. And let's just make sure it's not here, right? Already, yeah. Presumir, to show off. That's the verbo nuevo, right? Very nice. Okay. Alright, muy bien. Very cool language, honestly, especially the difference between South American Spanish. Yeah, all the that's why it's like you don't need to ever feel like insecure about your Spanish level, because like no matter how good you are at Spanish, like you're not gonna know all the variants, right? You're not, what people call something in Costa Rica is gonna be different from what they call in Venezuela and Peru and Argentina and Mexico, right? It's all so different that, like, you know, no one can know it all. So it's just part of the fun, is admitting that you don't know and going from there, right? Yes. Tesla coils in your brain. This one for later. Play it again. Your ears will be. Huh? Play what again? Eso es positivo en muchos sentidos. Si estuviera de algún lugar de la cúpula, podrías acceder a tus núcleos de agresividad. Yes, it's positive in many senses of the word, right? Si tu cerebro estuviera, if your brain was somewhere here in the dome, you'd be able to access your nucleus de agresividad. Basically, you'd be able to access your whatever that is. I'm not really sure. Núcleos de agresividad. What is this? Núcleos de agresividad. I don't know how we could switch to Russian sometimes. Yeah, you'll be able to activate your aggressiveness, something like that. I'm not really sure. Not nuclear aggression. No, it's like a part of the brain. You damn Russian. No, it's more like your energy, your energy of aggression, your aggressive energy, I believe, something like this. Feels like drinking heavily and trying to read Romanian right from you. So weird to see the exact same spelling of a word means something different. Any examples? What oh, I guess because Romanian, yeah, Romanian is like, how many words in Spanish are like completely spelled the same? Do you see like a lot? Alright, let's go again. Algún lugar, there you go again. There's the oh my god, singular of algunos goons, or algún goon, right? Some goon, right? We have some goons, and then we have some goon, right? Algunos goons y algunos y algún goon. Algunos goons y algún goon. Algunos gunes, algun gun. What is this game called? What's up, 86 Hands? This is called Fallout New Vegas. Yes, Fallout New Vegas. It's a pretty interesting game. It's like a, I don't know. It's an RPG. Are you a fan of RPG? This is just Yandex translator. Normally I use like Google Translate, but I've been learning Russian, and that's kind of like this is the standard translator for Russian, but it works pretty well as well for this. But it's Yandex. What's up, 86 Hands? Where are you watching from? If you feel like sharing. Yeah, DeepL is kind of I don't know, more proper for sure. Oh damn, okay, I see your profile here. How are you speaking? I guess you can rip the cool. What part of North Carolina? I'm a big Asheville and the Triangle fan. I haven't really been to anywhere else. I want to check out Wilmington. What's North Carolina? Near Charlotte? Okay, for sure. Are you into video games, language learning? Both, perhaps? Because if you are, you're in the right place. On this channel, I basically use video games as a language learning method. I think it's really effective. I don't know if you're into language learning or not. 86, because it's like when you don't have something anymore, right, in a restaurant or something like this. I'm currently learning Spanish and Russian, and I was curious as to how you were learning. Yeah, basically, video games, man. Video games and travel. So I basically play video games from the start, from zero knowledge. Basically, learn through them more or less to the point where I can think in them more or less, right? Kind of trying to narrate my way through the game, and then once I get decent enough, I practice in person. And obviously taking notes along the way and everything. So I'll give you, I guess, more of an example. Kind of right now I'm in dialogue, so it's a little harder to like think in Spanish. Oops, what is this? Oh, I see. Let's just abandon this. All right, so let's give you a little example, basically. So we can listen to him talk if we need to listen more, but my accent's okay. So eso es positivo en muchos sentidos, right? This is a positive thing in many senses, right? Si tu cerebro estuviera en algún lugar de cúpula, podrás acceder a tus núcleos de agresividad. Again, we just read this one already, so we'll skip to the next one. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Just game in the target language. Like sit with the translator. If I want a better look at what I'm looking at, I go to Wiktionary. It's kind of my standard. Basically, can put in pretty much any word, any relatively standard word. They even have a lot of weird words. Obviously, you can use AI as well if you really want to take like a deeper dive. But everything's here on Wiktionary for the most part, and you can kind of get a further look if the translator's not doing it for you. This is like my dictionary, translator, game, and then when you want to level up, play like an online game. I don't know what kind of games you like to play, but definitely, if possible, it's even better than once you have the basics down to start playing some online games with native speakers of your target language. Why Spanish and Russian, if you don't mind sharing? Get bone graft surgery, what? Bro. Why would your tooth fall out? Okay, sorteamos el campo de pacificación. Basically, we're sorting out the pacification field. Basically, again, whatever that is. Sometimes you see things that just translate weird, and it helps. It'll help you in real life though, because in real life there'll be all kinds of weird things that you don't understand. So get ready for that. Sorteando el campo de pacificación. We're sorting out, right? We're kind of I don't know, setting it up, cleaning it out, perhaps. De ninguna manera. In any case, nunca hemos participado en un combate. No queremos que ocurra, basically. So yeah, we're getting the pacification room all sorted out. Anyway, we've never participated in a fight, and we don't want it to occur, right? Well, Russian was my first native language, really, but lost it a long time ago, relearning it again in Spanish because it's a popular language, for sure. Obviously, in the U.S., it's language number 2, basically outside of English. Very important to learn it, and it's a fun thing. I'm sure you remember, when you were learning language for the first time as a child, right? It was just like life was just an adventure. Life was just an amazing, beautiful thing, right? And it's almost like exploring a new language is like exploring a new reality. Your first native language, and you lost it a long time. I rarely hear that story. What is your story? If you feel like sharing more about yourself, you kind of, I guess, like, were born in Russia. Like, I don't know, as much as you want to, you know how to conversate, it seems. Any more about your story? I'd love to hear. How long have you been learning Spanish for? So Spanish, I started at this point. This is like, I started in like COVID, like 2020, playing World of Warcraft in Spanish. My friends said, come on, we're gonna play this game again. You want to join or whatever. I'm like, okay, I'm down to join you, but if I'm playing World of Warcraft again, I'm gonna make sure I learn something from it. At this point, I'm in my 20s. There's not much more that a video game can teach me. So how can I make it an effective way to continue to teach me? Change it to Spanish and kind of learn Spanish. It took me about a year of that to feel relatively fluent, and then since then I've just I don't really game in it anymore. But I now speak it in real life and stuff like that, and you take every opportunity I can to speak it, and now I've moved on to Russian for my training game, I guess. But I'm testing out Spanish to see it. My stream numbers have not been super high lately, and my theory was the streams used to be a lot more popular in Russia relatively. Now my theory is, well, maybe it's summer there, maybe people aren't watching as much on their computers and stuff because they're outside enjoying life because they can't in winter. So I'm like, okay, well, in South America it's winter right now, so maybe try to rip some Spanish again and get that going effectively. Not exactly working, but you seem to have found me, which is interesting. Obviously, definitely. I don't know. Is it just a straight For You page, or how'd you find this stream? So I was born in Moscow and got adopted and moved to the U.S. when I was 7. Okay, for sure. So, but you do still have, 7 years old obviously is, you still obviously have memories of Russia and of the language, and obviously you have a whole life there, right? I don't know. Allegedly, that's what the info says. Interesting. Okay, and then. Obviously, you can address that part of your story. We can keep it language focused. What, I don't know. Tell me about your adoptive family. What's up with the hands? Whatever. I don't know what happened. Okay, so you moved to the U.S. You were 7. Then what? Let's go. Since everyone likes a story, and I'm part of everyone. I also like a story. Let's move on with this story while you tell yours. So again, we're going to clean the room, basically, and we don't want to be in a fight. Okay, and again, so what's going on in here? They're all basically, it's 8 brains in one. 8 brains, 1 voice box. The souls. Oh my god. I'm sure you've heard that one before, obviously, with such a following on TikTok, so I'm sure you're no stranger to God knows what, to literally every permutation of human thought, which is great. Mi recuerda a mi etapa en el instituto a Richie Marcus. I remember my epitaph at the institute. So basically, these guys have died previously, and now they're it's brains in the jar. It's the classic trope. Obviously, I'm sure we all know the brains in the jar type thing. That's who's talking to me. So it's in my epitaph and with Richie Marcus. Okay, so I can say now. Tengo opciones, y eso me da más libertad de... Libertad, right? Libertad. Eso me da más libertad de pensar en español. So this is when gaming gets a little more different than just a TV show, right? You get the, especially if you play RPGs, you get more of a choose your own adventure type vibe, right? So you can think. You can read the choices and think among them, right? Kind of thinking in Spanish as you do it, and I'll try to demonstrate. Okay, así mi falta 15 puntos en la medicina. Mi habilidad de medicina no es suficiente para decir eso con éxito, right? My medicine levels in the game are not high enough to select this option with success, so I'm not gonna select it, pero y me duele todo el cuerpo. Pero y me duele. Pero, oh, okay, this is just an upside down exclamation point. Pero me duele todo el cuerpo, but my whole body hurts, right? Basically, is one of the options I can say. ¿Cuánta cirugía practicasteis en me? And this is Spain Spanish, so we're going to use the practicasteis, right? How much surgery did you practice on me, right? Me siento como un rompecabezas mal hecho. Basically, I feel like a rompecabezas, I think, is like a tongue twister. How much surgery basically did you do on me? I mean, practice as well. They don't call it medical practice for a reason, right? They're still figuring it out. But yeah, how much surgery did you do on me? We'll say for now. Me siento como un rompecabezas, which I think is a tongue twister. Now oh wait, okay, maybe not a tongue twister, but a puzzle, right? A rompecabezas, like obviously cabeza is his head, rompe is break, so like a brain breaker, right? AKA a puzzle or just something difficult, right? I don't know what else, how else we can say it's a puzzle. I always thought it was a tongue twister, which I guess is something different. Tongue twister, okay, hello. Traba-lenguas, there we go. Rompecabezas y traba-lenguas. So yeah, it's just like a puzzle. It's like a brain buster, right? Something like this, a rompecabezas. Whereas the traba-lenguas, obviously the tongue is literally here, lengua, and it's like a tongue worker, something that makes your tongue work, I suppose. Have you thought of making videos explaining experiences of learning language? I've seen those be popular on the FYP. Yeah, so I'm just now kind of basically, so I think I have this short form content relatively down, I guess, more or less, like as far as editing goes and like putting things together, subtitles, all that. So now I'm going to slowly learn how to apply that to longer and longer videos. And yeah, that is definitely one of the plans, right? Explaining my experience learning Spanish, stuff like that. I obviously want to add a little twist to it. Start doing the I learned blank with blank, I think is going to be the format. I learned Spanish with Fallout. I learned Russian with Skyrim, whatever it may be, and try that. I don't know. There's so much. I think I have a good like I said, short scheme now. We'll see. Again, I want to repeat. I want to see if that video that got like a lot more views was a fluke or not. Going to keep testing with that. I don't know. Yeah, obviously I don't want to just do the same old trends, right? I want to add a little spice to it. ¿Qué tal? Buenas. Thunderviente, ¿cómo decir thunder en español? Pero soy americano, estadounidense, aprendiendo español desde videojuegos. Esto ¿cuál tal? ¿Qué tal contigo? De donde miras el stream, Mr. Thunder? Trueno? Thunder and Lightning, Murciélago, right? Thunder and Lightning? No, Murciélago is a bat. Lightning, ¿cómo decir? Relámpago, murciélago esto es un bat, pero trueno, Mr. Trueno, Thunder, right? Let's go on, Thunder, habla español. Sí, obvio. Pero de ¿cuál parte de cuál español de qué país es tu estilo de español? Pero sí, yo hablo más o menos bien, suficiente para comunicarse mis pensamientos, ¿sí? ¿Me entiendes? Obvio, cuando hablo. Let's see what we have here. Porque tengo cortes por todos lados. Why do I have cuts everywhere? Me siento como si hubieran jugado con mis entrañas. It seems like someone was playing with my entrails, right? It seems like what I've... So it seems like someone's been playing with my insides, basically something like this. Someone's... a lot of them reach the native speakers from what I've seen, my experience and friends. Okay, they see a lot of how I, like your friends see a lot of how I learned English, how I learned Romanian, how I learned whatever language of your friends. Okay, interesting. And that reaches... Yeah, I mean, it does seem like most of the people that are interested in my content are people who want to learn English, right? So, makes sense, I guess. Whether that's a coincidence or whether that's like natural, organic human behavior, I'm not sure. Anyway, let's go on here. Yeah, why do I have these cortes por todos lados? These cuts all over, I believe. Let's just confirm, and then that's going to be my selection, I think. Creo que significa cortes, but yeah, these cuts. Porque tengo, sí, en mi cuerpo están muchos cortes y me confusó de dónde sacaron. Oh, eres brasileiro? Oh, você é brasileiro. Também você fala português, sim? Isso não sei tal bom, mas óbvio é parecido a espanhol, sim. Let's go on here. Yes, why do I have cuts all over the place?
Eso es
Right,
responsabilidad mía.
that is my
Aunque a decir
responsibility.
verdad,
Em inglês também você fala para inglês? Você fala em inglês? Aunque a decir verdad, el otro doctor había hecho ya gran parte del trabajo. Fue muy eficiente y aplicó casi todas mis investigaciones. Although to say the truth, the auto doctor has done a great job, a great part of the work, something like this. Fue muy eficiente y aplicó casi todas mis investigaciones. It was very efficient and it helped all my investigations. Aplicó. No hablo muy bien inglés, pero esto es un buen lugar para aprender más, ¿sí? Es un bien lugar para praticar, para mejorar tu inglês, se eres interessado. Do qual estado do Brasil você tá? Real question, what do you think is better, Portuguese or Spanish? I definitely think Portuguese is more fun to speak, but obviously Spanish, you get more bang for your buck. You get to go to more diverse places. You get more people to communicate with. But I think Portuguese is a little more fun to speak. They're both very fun to speak. Muito obrigado por seguir. Seguir, não sei como dizer. Às vezes também gravo videojogos jogo videojogos em português também. No, as maiores vezes já jogo videojogos em ruso também. Estou aprendendo com Duolingo. Duolingo es un buena aplicación, pero te recomendaría a jugar otros videojuegos y cambiar el idioma de tu idioma deseado, ¿sí? También juegas videojuegos, juegas otros videojuegos como, no sé, Duolingo es ok, es un buen empieza, pero para mí Duolingo en mi vida no tenga mucho juntos, mucho en común, ¿sí? Sí, para mí videojuegos son más parecidos a la vida, ¿sí? Videojuegos son más parecidos a vida, ¿sí? Y para eso me gusta usarlas para aprender. Pero, anyway, let's go on here. So again, he applied all of my investigations. Basically, he used all of my work in this project, something like this.
Cuando te extirpó, yo lo extravié. Los demás órganos empezaron a clamar por una dirección y usaron tus nervios como cables telegráficos.
So I've kind of developed a plan, I think, to keep this channel a little more like normie marketable, and just as a good benchmark of being someone who wants to travel the world. I think I'm gonna make my goal to learn to first learn the base 6 UN languages. So I think that gets you if the UN boiled down having the entire world communicate together to 6 languages, I'll roll with it just for the mainstream appeal. And I want to learn then, in addition to Spanish, Russian, and English, I want to learn French, Arabic, and Chinese. Very, very difficult things, obviously. If I can complete those 6, then it's time to start getting into little my I guess my blood languages, Italian and Croatian. Maybe mess around, do like some Ukrainian, Hebrew. What else? I don't know. Yeah, those are probably on the map. Turkish and Farsi have always been on the map, which obviously Arabic will help with. Maybe something in Indian, but maybe something in India. I don't know. That's the goal. I feel like that's something that could keep me busy for the rest of my life, which is great. Something that again is rooted in love, rooted in culture, traveling, everything I've ever wanted to do. Really, all I'm missing now is trying to monetize it effectively. So if that's done, that's it. Then it's just a life of travel and teaching English and learning other languages, trying other just new experiences for the rest of your life. That's all I could ever want. Voy aprendiendo español en juegos. Yeah. Eso es un increíble manera de aprender. ¿Cuál juegos? O cuál juego vas a Qual jogo vai a jogar, amigão? And I'll say, man, I miss Portuguese. Man, I haven't spoken in a while. I need to get back on that grind as well. And that's a cool one too. Whereas like, it's kind of the opposite. Whereas most video games are still translated into Spain Spanish, which like isn't really like the majority Spanish. Most video games are translated into Brazilian Portuguese, which obviously is the majority spoken Portuguese, which is cool. Fallout 3, okay. Normalmente, ¿en qué idioma juegas tus videojuegos? Fallout 3, este es una buena idea y imagino que vas a aprender mucho. Normalmente no juegas videojuegos o juegues estos en ¿cuál idioma? ¿Cuál idioma normalmente juegas tus videojuegos? Anyway, cuando te extirpo y yo lo extravié when I basically cut into you and I took your brain out, great. Los demás órganos empezaron a calmar por una dirección y usaron tus nervios como cables telegráficos. Your other organs started to clamar, basically to like clamor in a direction, right? Kind of like move in a direction, right? They used your nerves like phone cables, basically. Okay, interesting. Whatever that means. It took me about a year of doing this to like learn Spanish to the point where I was ready to, actually, where I was confident enough to speak it to someone in person. And then the rest has just been kind of piling on top of it. But I would say like it's been like a year since I really. It took a year. Excuse me. It took a year before I needed to. Not needed. What am I saying? It took a year before I was really confident enough to go and speak it fluently or faux fluently, right? Pretending that I know what I'm talking about. You could probably do it in less if you already know, other languages. That granted was my first foreign language. All right.
Decidí eliminarlos también. Organitos míos, a dormir en los tanques. Dala os quiere.
Okay, interesting. That was my, I had no idea that I spoke English, pretty much my whole life only. Always thought, I was like, dude, like there's no way, I thought there was no way for me to learn Spanish. People always say the only way to learn is to really like go into another country, whatever. And then I started thinking, maybe I've always wanted to try this. I learned so much from video games already. Maybe I can, learn something more. And then I changed the language as an experiment, kind of, and then it ended up working. So here I am, now trying to repeat the process, see if it'll work with like a more difficult language. Obviously, it's a lot more difficult. And then I'm just like, this is great. This works. This I think could be really helpful for a lot of people. This could really, help gaming, which is kind of, kind of a degenerative hobby in a lot of ways. And I think it could improve it. It could, just encourage language learners to increase their language learning. I'm like, okay, I don't really see anyone else doing this. Maybe there's room for this to be established as a niche as far as content creating and whatever. So I basically kind of did it for a few years, like as I worked, and then like a year and a half ago, basically quit my job to try to like go full time and to dive in fully into this, and here I am. But definitely good to inspire other Americans to do the same thing. But I think mostly, as you seem to probably already notice, most of the value that people seem to see in this are when they are watching to learn English, right? So I'm not sure what's up with that, but I'm cool with it, and I love helping people learn languages, whether language is my own native language or not. Anyway, portugués y español son parecidos, son muito parecidos. Para yo no técnicamente no hablo portugués, pero ¿por qué portugués y español son tan parecidos? Muitas vezes yo digo que sim, fala também português, falo também português.
And the majority of the world wants to learn more English, so it makes sense. Of course, no, it definitely makes sense. And I feel like watching, like for a Spanish speaker watching this, watching me analyze their native language, narrating it with English, I can only imagine. Again, I haven't been lucky enough to find a native Russian speaker learning English with video games, but I can only imagine that would probably help me immensely in Russian, right? If I was, or if I was to watch a Spanish speaker learn English by playing video games and like thinking and narrating mostly in Spanish, I feel like that would help me hugely with my Spanish. So that's why I'm here, man. I really, really, really think this is, hopefully a next step in education and encouraging people to self-educate, right? Using tools such as video games and maybe even just whatever. Hopefully changing the school system in some way in the long term. I don't know. But I really, really believe in this, and it really makes me happy to see that you do as well, and that the more smart people that enjoy what I'm doing, just the easier it is to kind of justify all the time and to put my head down and edit and to just enjoy being here talking. And it's not like just people who are watching saying nothing or very low value stuff. People did it with films in the past. Media advances, education does well. Exactly. And what I always say is like, a film, you could watch it. Films are great to learn, of course, but like, I don't know. You could watch a film with your eyes closed, and now that like, there's the ability to have an input as well onto your story, onto your game, onto your movie. That just like it's even more immersive, and obviously immersiveness is very important. For language learning, en lugar de dejar que enviaran las señales, decidí eliminarlas también. Right? Instead of letting them send signals, I decided to eliminate them too. Okay, so he took, instead of having the organs send signals, he decided to take them all out, to eliminate them as well. Shh, quiet, my little organs. Sleep in your tanks. Dala wants you. I don't know who Dala is. What'd you eat? Very nice, very nice. I'm glad you got basic human substance down. Very good, very good. Very proud of you. First was the heart, right? El corazón, right? If you're learning Spanish from songs or telenovelas, right, or TV, odds are you've heard this word before. Corazón, right? Very important word. Definitely serce, not super pop. It's not super similar in Russian. What's the Romanian word for corazón? I imagine it's something similar. Coya in French, perhaps. Cuoro in cuoro. Italian, no? Yeah, in Italian. Coração in Portuguese, same. But what could it be in Romanian? There's only one person who can tell us that in the chat right now. Las cicatrices que tienes en el pecho confirman las palabras del gabinete, right? The scars that you have on your chest confirm the words of the cabinet. Inima? Is that what? En serio, that's heart. Escuché canciones españolas, ayuda muchísimo. Sí, claro. Yo escucho mucho canciones españolas y también yo soy músico y me gusta tocar y aprender y cantar las canciones también. ¿Y tú eres fan de música de diferentes países suramericanos y también de Brazil, same samba, bossa nova, eso. That's one of the weird Slavic influences we have. Inima, right? Serce inima. I don't see a similarity between. No, it's definitely, dude. I love it. No, I love it, and that's what I think. So like everything else, pretty much like learning Russian, you can see like it's like tied to a lot of things. Well, no, Russian's pretty weird on its own, so I shouldn't say that. Spanish, Portuguese are very similar to English in a lot of ways. Russian was the first language that I learned that like is really just such an alien world that now I think I'm ready to to dive into like whatever Arabic, Chinese, Romanian, things like that, because those are also an alien world. I think before Spain, so yeah, Spain and Spanish and Portuguese, I still had like one foot in English. Oh wow, okay, there you go. The Carpathians, yeah, there we go. Where's interesting. Very interesting, okay. Dacian. Macedon, Armenia, Bulgaria, okay, interesting. The Dacian. But okay, it's still an Indo-European language. Gotcha. Cool. Yeah. Hey, as long as it's still Indo-European, I guess it's not too weird, right? But you still, I mean, obviously, no one speaks it at all, right? It's kind of like a, like, it's an extinct language, right? And we chose not to advance. Well, again, you know, sometimes not all advancement is good. I think that's the problem. People just think like, oh, because it's a change, it's good. Because it's a change, it's good. Because it's a change, it's good. And some things, you know, obviously, as we're seeing, we have this push now between whatever, like transhumanism, right? Do we go and edit our bodies and do microchips and things like that? And then like traditionalism, like no, let's let's remain pure, remain kind of as human as possible, right? So it's kind of it's a fight that's been going on as old as time has been going on, right? Just the battle between advancing or not, right? We spoke Dacian until we merged with the Roman Empire and mixed with Latin and then Russians, and now we have Romanian. Yeah, okay, makes sense. Boom, easy. All right, just like it's just all people living amongst each other, trying to weird people like us who want to be at the crossroads between cultures, right? That want to I want to learn like the language of my neighbor. I want to learn the language of my neighbor. Right? These people were influential, and then they maybe kind of spread. Or maybe that was like the average person back then, right? The average person was into various languages. The average person was into learning the language of their neighbors. The average person was influential to those around them, and then, boom, language mix, and now we have Romanian. Okay, very good, very good. No te pueden envenenar y los filtros de la bomba de sangre artificial servirán para regularle el sangrado y la curación, de modo que todos los objetos curativos de drogas tendrán un efecto mucho mayor. Ahora casos confusos en las drogas y tienen un 50% menos de posibilidades de lograr un golpe crítico. Okay, basically, so we're effectively powered up, right? We've leveled up our body, right? Estar sin corazón tiene muchas ventajas, right? Funny enough, we try to dispute the Slavic influence and we call ourselves Romanians. No, sir. I am a citizen of Rome. I am not this Slavic man. I am a citizen of Rome. Hello, it is me. I am citizen of Rome, right? But it's all good. It's a cool language. A couple million people are trying to learn it now. Really? Well, I mean, I think, yeah, whatever. We got Andrew Tate, the Andrew Tate sphere, maybe making Romania very popular, and obviously just any linguist in general, right, who appreciates a language family, right? The average linguist, right, who wants to, I want to learn all 5 Romance languages, right? They got to respect the black sheep of the Romance languages, Romanian. I love it. Pick some black currant. Ooh, nice. That's that's like natural candy, man, if you ask me. It's popular in Europe for being the only Latin-based language in the East. Yeah, fair enough. I guess. Yeah, the only Latin-based language in the East, which is, yeah, fair enough. I guess you're just surrounded by Slavics, Balkan. There's Greece, Turkic. Yeah, so weird. I need to read more on the history. Yeah, because then Hungary is like that weird Uralic. Very cool, man. Very cool. Yeah, I gotta understand the history then of how that came to be. I can't really put it together on my own. Sweet, yeah, just the last standing Roman influenced thing. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, because like it's Roman Catholic, then I would assume, right? Or is it still religiously Orthodox? Would you say most of the religion there is Catholic or Orthodox? Which obviously you would think that it's Catholic because it's Roman influence, but like I don't think it is. I think religiously then it's 99% Orthodox, which is interesting. Yeah, so it's like it's such a mix, right? Because then you look at Cyrillic and you see like, okay, here's the difference between the Roman influence with Latin and Catholicism, and then here's the I guess I don't know more Slavic influence with the Orthodox, whereas Romanian's the opposite, right? Where it's the language. The name itself is the Romanian influence, but then the religion is Orthodox. So it's strange for sure, but I love it. I love it, man. We try to bring different any possible moment in history, and any possible moment where the normies, right, were doing something. The zeitgeist were doing something. They just said, nah, I'm not gonna do it. Even in World War I, surrounded by all enemies, we still joined the Allies just cause they could. Okay, interesting. So I guess that's just the Well, what do you attribute that to? Just the Romanian spirit, or what? Why do you think that is? Do you still see that in kind of everyday Romanians? Are they trolling each other? Are they hard-headed, right? Do they like to be dissenters in general and kind of just pick the not popular thing, effectively? You still see that a lot in Romanian, the Romanian energy that you encounter. All right. So, well, wait. So the heart was the second, the brain was the first, and the third was the espina dorsal. Was it the spinal? What? The spinal cord? No. Yeah, I guess because dorsal is like a fin. Espina dorsal. Right? Yeah, the spine. So he took out my spine. Why? What's going on with Roblox? Most reject both West and East. Okay, even better. So yeah, they just like, no, we are our own. No, I get it, man. I get it. Yeah, you definitely want to, you want to stand out. It's weird because like being like other people, right? It's like, it's that sense of camaraderie, right? That sense of I don't know, love with your fellow human, but like at the same time, it's like you want to feel original. You don't want to feel like just like a clone. You don't want to feel like, oh, I think the same things as everyone else. Like I'm just an irrelevant drop in the bucket, so to speak. And like, I don't know, I get it. I don't like feeling like that either. Que es espina dorsal. It's like your spine. Tu espina. Otro nombre para tu espina. See? Just like a normal, just your spine, pero yeah, it's your spine. My spine hurts. Por ejemplo, columna vertebral podría ser también. Espina dorsal, columna vertebral. Estas cosas los mismos, creo. Básicamente. All right, let's go on. Gonna do a little more, and then I think I might be done with the experiment for today. This would be a great game to play in Russian, though, for sure. Probably. Well, not when these things come up. It's a bit much. Debido a las complicaciones surgidas en el procedimiento, también se ha reemplazado tu espina dorsal. Y no te pueden mutilar el torso, y tu fuerza y umbral de daños han aumentado algún punto, right? And again, we're everywhere in Europe and North America. Really, what's I mean, I could look this up, but as far as you know, where are the largest Romanian diasporas? I'm guessing obviously Moldova is probably number one. I don't know, what do you think, where do you think the most Romanians are outside of Romania? Italy and Spain makes sense. And obviously, obviously the gypsies, right, that are so famous around the world are really, really Roma, right? Not Romanian, which is a common trope. How many times are you accused of being a gypsy while we're talking about traveling Romanians? And no, they certainly don't speak Romanian. Some probably do, but yeah, they speak this Roma daily. Really, pretty much every time you say you're from Romania, people say, "Oh, gypsy." But it's true that there are a lot of Roma in Romania, right? I know there's a lot of Roma in Romania, a lot of Roma in Hungary, a lot of Roma in various countries nearby, right? Because obviously, if they came from India, it's not too far. It's not too far off. Only 1.3% of the population. Sure. Which is still relatively large, I guess. Russia technically has the most but obviously per capita, and it's a little. Really, Russia has that many. By pure volume, then I suppose. All right, so we have an upgrade to the spine. Great.
La espina dorsal. La arquitectura de los vertebrados está muy sobrevalorada.
All right, the spine, the The architecture of the vertebrates is very sobrevalorada. Muchas gracias pa el regalo rosa, Thunder. Appreciate you. What other stereotypes do Americans have about Romania? No, it's literally Andrew Tate and gypsies. That's pretty much it for as far as Romania goes. I think that's what the average American knows about Romania. God bless the okay. Asians are good at yeah. Stereotypes. I guess stereotypes exist for a reason, right? Stereotypes exist for a reason. Muchas gracias otra vez, Thunder, para 3 regalos de rosa. Very nice. I always get asked if we speak Russian. Okay, good. Muy sobrevalorada. Yeah, I mean, people just any kind of people hear Slavic and they think Russian, right? Basically, they're very valued and overvalued. Yeah, okay. No, the architecture of vertebrae is very overrated. You don't need a spine, right? It's all overrated, right? Let me say, okay. Let's go on a little more, and then I think that's probably the experiment for tonight. Okay, Shampur. Yes, no. Russia again. People think it's just like this ethno empire, and Russia it's arguably probably one of the most diverse countries in the world. So you got to give it some credit for being tolerant in that way, right? And just allowing so many weird, different ethnic groups to just like be homies and like live amongst one another. Totally, and that's why it's beautiful. For it's one of the many reasons that it's beautiful. Yeah, totally, and I'm sure people have split it up into 120 different countries. People with much higher levels of elitism than your boy for sure have probably made videos about it and stuff, and these alternate histories, alternate maps, which is great. Why did you sell Alaska? Good point. I mean, yeah, realistically, it makes sense then, yeah, to know if I was gonna walk around the world from the U.S. I would definitely need Russian for sure. That's like the first language you'd need if you're gonna write. Last gives Russian 2025. We'll see what I can do. That's how when I go to Russia, that's probably what I'm gonna do. Drive up through Alaska, take a boat to Japan, and then take a boat from Japan to Russia. Lashkanash, right? Classic. Okay, let's do a little more, and then I think the experiment is over. Dicen que portugués es muy difícil de hablar con tranquilidad. Sí, porque em português é necessário falar com muitas partes de tua como que eu dizia, tua boca, tua mouth, sim, tua boca. E por isso, sim, é mais difícil de falar. Pero español para mí es muy lejos, muy es muy ligera en la boca, en el cuerpo. Sin más portugués hay que falar com muito não sei como dizer, muito força, assim. You gotta speak with a lot of force. Hay que hablar com mucha força. Yeah, I'm definitely thinking about using Roblox for sure in some way. I want to be careful, of course, but I think it's definitely yet another good tool that could possibly be used to to learn. You gotta go undercover though as a non-English speaker, I think. As palavras são muito diferentes. Sim. Como qual é bom exemplo disso? What's a good example of that, perhaps, that you might know? Yeah, okay. So the architecture of spines are very overrated. So very funny. Ha ha ha. All right. Me quitastes. el cerebro, el corazón y la espina dorsal. Tú me extrajiste el cerebro. ¿Y qué es eso de que lo extraviaste? So you took out the brain, and what is it that you extraviaste? Extrajiste and extraviaste. Yeah, I've definitely had some ideas for Omegle. Maybe gonna do it. I think I'm on something with the signs, so that's gonna be my main focus. Because I meet enough people online, and I want to try to see if I can transition into finding a way to magnetize meeting people in real life. And I think the signs are at least a good step. So I'm gonna keep doing that as far as the meeting people and like getting in-person practice, and we'll see where that goes. Omegle could be good as well. What's up, Aiden? How's it going? Just practicing a little Spanish, trying out an experiment, seeing if streaming Spanish at night would be good for algorithm pleasing. But not so much. It's basically been me, Striker, and Dennis hanging out, but still been fun. How are things with you? If you are still on, I'm gonna check it out for sure. Definitely enjoy. Let me know what goes on in Fight Club. So these two different words here, extrajiste and extraviaste. What is this? Extrajiste, right? You extracted, and then extraviaste is more like misplaced. You lost it basically. So you took out my brain, and then you lost it basically. Si tú me sacaste el cerebro, ¿dónde coño está? Where the hell is it? Basically something like that, okay? Me quitáis el cerebro, el corazón y la espina dorsal. Basically, you took my brain, my heart, and my spine. Okay, boom. Yeah, let's ask that.
Ese montón de chatarra, el Autodoc, fue una de las creaciones de Mobius, como el resto de trozos de metal parlantes del ático.
Okay, basically he's saying that piece of junk, the Autodoc, was one of Mobius's creations, just like the rest of his tricks, his pieces of junk. It belongs in the attic. Well, let's see, maybe. Yeah, I turn into a more of an Italian, I guess. Parlante, parlare, je ne parlare italiano, right? Okay, it's one of the metal things that speak from the attic, something like this, I guess. I mean, I like Spanish too. It's just like it's a nice suave language on the tongue for sure. Definitely really pretty sounding. Even if I'm not like an exceptionally good speaker or anything like that. So it just even speaking at a basic level just sounds nice. Sopranos reaction and recreation. Oh God. Again, I'm starting from the very bottom, learning now just how to make like videos that are like 3 minutes long, let alone a reaction to Sopranos. But we're gonna get there. I think the react content is like, you can make longer videos without spending the entire like week editing. I really want to. I'm probably gonna do my first reaction content is gonna be something Russian for sure. But that's a funny idea. All right, el fin y el cabo. El fin y el cabo is like at the end and the basically at the end of things, right? El fin y el cabo. Let's see. I don't really know what that one's. After all, yeah. When it comes down to it, at the end of things, right? After all, el fin y el cabo, el cerebro se perdió solo y no habló en sentido metafísico, right? At the end of the day, right? After all, the brain was lost alone, and I'm not talking in a metaphysical sense, right? Es probable que haya acabado en las tuberías, casi seguro. It's probable that it got lost in the tuberías. What is that? It got lost in the the capture of creeps. Like, why are they fighting? They look the same. Their language is basically the same. What are they doing? That's like me killing my brother because I want his dirt. Something like that. That'd probably be my reaction. I'm as you probably know, quite a pacifist, especially when both of the cultures are like, I don't know, genetically extremely similar. It's just so sad to see. I think we need more of the. We definitely don't have we have quite a shortage of the biały, so we don't need them to be killing each other, if you ask me. But whatever. That's the way we're at. That's where we're at here. Yeah, that's my reaction to the capture of Kiev, if that happens. Right, exactly. Why? So dumb. It's so yeah. No, trust me. You see it in the Balkans, like just. It's just human nature, unfortunately, to want to fight your neighbor. That's the thing. Like humans, it's somewhere in the pipes, right? Whatever that is. Like humans can be the best things for one another, and the worst things. Oh, it's hilarious. It's like it's so ironically sad that it's funny. Exactly. It's like brothers. It's like brothers fighting over. It's like brothers when it's like it's like brothers fighting over, I don't know, parts of their sandbox. It's just like, no, like I want this corner. No, you can't. I need this corner. Like, bro, the world is so big, man. Like, just go to Nebraska, dude. And then eventually they all team up when another enemy enters, right? When someone who is actually a little different than them enters, and it's humans are something else, man. Really are something else. I don't understand. I don't think I ever will. But here we are, and I'm just trying to be a part of it. I don't have a choice. I'm a part of it anyway, but I want to try to be a part of it in a way that I don't know, gets my influence out of it. Yeah, literally fighting over their potato plots. Like, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? Does Romania have any? Like, it seems like Romania and Moldova get along, right? More or less. Like, is there any similar? You guys fight Chad for having the same flag, or like, what kind of drama is there between Romanians? All right, so it ended up in the pipes somewhere, okay, whatever that means.
Si así fuera, seguramente lo tiraron todo y se lo dieron a Mobius. Flus, ese es el sonido de tirarlo.
Si así fuera, if it was like that, surely we threw it all out and sent it to Mobius, flushed it. Yeah, we basically flushed it down. Surely, we flushed your brain, basically. Moldova and Romania are like brothers. We love each other and speak the same language. The only reason that they are independent is because Russia annexed them back in the day, and the USSR fell. For 90% of history, we were united. Was that country just called Romania, or was there was that Dacia that I've heard so much about? What if you feel like playing history, I'd rather learn history from a conversation, or a conversation than reading it online. I guess is a little more fun. But yeah, well, what was that? I'm guessing this is that Dacia thing. Yeah, okay, that's the sound of flushing him down. Great.
Por la fisura de Rolando. Ya está bien de esta cháchara de cirugía biológica.
All right, por la fisura de Rolando, por Rolando's fissure, whatever that is, Rolando's something. Ya está bien de esta cháchara de cirugía biológica. Like, that's enough of this biological surgery. Whatever cháchara is. Chara, basically. Enough of this. Okay, enough of this chit-chat. Enough of this. Enough of this BSing about biological surgery, as they haven't talked about it in a while, I suppose, because they're just brains in a jar.
Escucha mi voz. Me denomina para preguntar, pero necesitamos tu ayuda.
All right, lobotomite. Listen to my voice. Me denomina para preguntar, pero necesitamos tu ayuda. Right? We need your help. What is this? It hurts me to ask. What is this? Me denomina para preguntar, basically. Yeah, it hurts me. Me denomina para preguntar. It calls me to ask. It hurts me to ask. Let's see what denomina. What up, Anya Bloom? Oh, look at that. Just as we're talking about doing surgery and stuff, you show up. How's it going? How's it going? Yeah, I'm trying. So I figured in maybe right now in Russia, you know, I wasn't getting as many viewers as of late, and I thought maybe this is because in Russia it's summer. You know, everyone's outside. People are probably watching less of the screens. Maybe they're doing stuff. So I was like, okay, well, where is it winter right now? Well, it's winter in South America right now. You know, in Argentina and whatever, Bolivia, Chile. So maybe try some Spanish and see if maybe there are more people inside sitting scrolling TikTok. That hasn't really worked, but we'll see. There's also a Russian platform you should try. Is it VK? I probably should be doing lots of other platforms, but I don't know. For right now, streaming on 3 is kind of, I don't know if I could handle more, but maybe worth a shot. Maybe you're thinking VK, but I don't know. It's like the Russian Facebook, basically. The Dacian Empire and the Kingdom of Romania were pretty much together for most of history. They have a really Russian accent when they speak Romanian, though. Interesting. Isn't that funny? Yeah, everyone has an accent right now. That's just basic. You're gonna have an accent based on the shape of your mouth and voice box and everything. So, you know, that's just part of the experience. Interesting. I like it. A Russian accent. Yeah, they're a little more. I guess they found more of their Slavic pride versus I guess the Romanians. No, sir, I am Roman citizen. I am Roman citizen, sir. Could be. Let's go on a little more. I guess we're picking up a bit. I still feel like I gotta go work on a thumbnail for a future video here. But anyway, and again, it calls me to ask shit. I literally looked and I forgot. Me domina. The only argument we ever have is if we're Romans or Slavs, but the answer is neither. You're French. Denominar. Denominar again. So they called on me to ask, basically. Me denominar. Okay, yeah, they denominated me to ask, basically. Yes, they. Okay, VK. Yeah, that's definitely a big one. They called on me to ask. Yeah, I'm thinking again. I don't think an extra platform is going to help me right now. I think I'm having like a problem in general. I think if I can't get an audience on 3 platforms at once, like I think the problem is not the platforms. The problem is something I'm doing. I guess trying to market or something. I mean, if it's easy though to add to the stream, maybe it would be worth it to try. But I don't know. I think there's something else going on here that I need to look at, revise, review. Thanks for looking it up for me. How's it been? How's the head? All right, so yeah, they chose me to ask. You're referring to the fact that we made our capital called the Little Paris? No, I actually wasn't, but I did not know that. Bucharest is called Little Paris. Is that a fact? No, I was just saying because I just see a lot of similarities between. Sorry. Okay. What's how's the? Wait. What? Brain and head or something else? Yeah. How's the brain? How's the head? How's both? I guess they do go together, right? We copied all their monuments and recreated them, and then called it Little Paris. You're kidding. So if I look up like Bucharest. I'll see like a mini Eiffel Tower. There's no way. Are we talking about this Slobozia? Okay, Slobozia. This town. Oh my god. Slobozia. That just sounds like a kind of a. Means free. Yeah, Slobodny говорю. В мой stream. Slobodny. Slovo, right? So, this is quite an interesting. I should probably get this off the screen. Is this one you're talking about?
Little Paris. Who's in Little Paris? Let's see. Yeah, Bucharest is called the Little Paris. Okay, yeah, there you go. Capital and largest city. Alright, there you go. Boom, I guess my joke was right. Huh. Hey, I mean, it seems like a cool place, man. I'd love to go. Pero na сейчас утро. What's up, he's me. Да. Может, не знаю, если есть хорошая идея стримить на русском в это часу, но кажется вот это. Maybe I will start streaming. Думаете, много русских вояжих смотрит на это часу? You think people would watch at this hour? What's up, peace, доми, что? Как твой план для сегодня? I think you Americans are safe. We also call it Little Washington for a reason. Come on. What, because it's like, that's where the politicians are or something? It's... You guys, other cultures have to get better influences here. Right? Everyone just wants to just monkey see, monkey do. You know, like you just see, oh, this culture does this, like we can do it too. Oh, this culture does this, we can do it too. What happened to just innovating and doing original things? Definitely weird. I'm leaning more towards Russian words than English and getting mixed up. Brain, head. Какие твой мозг, какие твой... What's head in Russian then? Obviously, your mozg is your brain, your head. The golos, какие твой... No, that's voice. Какие твой головник? Может быть? No authority leader saw the Pentagon, then tried outdoing American making the heaviest building. Okay. Mozga, right? Yeah, that's your brain. Then what about just head? Как твой мозга? And let's see, heaviest buildings, heaviest building in the world. Let's see. Is this what we're really gonna do? Oh my God, the Palace of Parliament in Bucharest, Romania. What is this? Is that really what this is? The heaviest building in the world. Have you ever been inside? Как сказать по-румынски? Let's see. Македонский. Parlamentului. Din Bucharest, Romania. Sosna dinainte de revoluție din... Oh my God. What a language. Muzga. More like muzga. Depending on how your mouth is shaped at the time, right? Muzga. All vowels are the same. I'm gonna say it, and I'm taking a page out of Arabic's book, right? They don't even have vowels. They just let you approximate whatever sound you think fits. So I'm gonna say it. All vowels sound the same. Don't call me prejudiced or anything, but all vowels sound the same. It's all the same to me. Muzga. Who's nice, right? There's some delusional confidence to get you through the day. Alright, listen to my voice again. They selected me to ask. We need your help, right? Okay.
La probabilidad más probable es que nuestro enemigo Mobius tenga tu cerebro. Eso no es bueno. Seguramente luego vendrá por los nuestros.
Alright, probably the highest probability is that our enemy Mobius has your brain. This is not good. Surely later he's going to come for ours, basically. Okay, so yes, the most probable thing is that most probable situation. The most probable. How would we say this? The most probable. Yeah, I guess thing. Thing is that our enemy Mobius has your brain. That's not good. Surely next he'll come for ours. Yeah, это правда. Esto es verdad que este diálogo no tenga fin, pero no sé. Ya voy pronto a terminarlo. Hello, new streaming schedule? I don't think so. This is what's up, Melanie? Hello, Melanie. This is kind of just an experiment. I figured maybe since it's winter time in South America right now, maybe it'd be good to do some Spanish, because I don't know, I feel like people are more inclined to watch in the winter when it's cold, you know. But no, maybe I will start doing Russian at this hour. Though it seems like still, you got the sun really never sets on the Russian speakers. What's up with you? How's life? What's going on in Germany at this time? I need to get my better world clock. I don't think I have Germany in my world clock, so never mind. Well, maybe it's like 6 a.m. Great. So yeah, maybe I will. Germany's getting cold again already? Oh no, yeah, dude, I can't do it. There's no way. I need to be always warm. Yeah, maybe I will start streaming in Russian at this hour. Like, give you guys a little good morning stream. I don't know what people want at this point. Okay, so probably he has your brain. Great. What a fantastic situation.
Queremos que lo detengas, como sea, conciencia.
Brazil is, oh my god, casi 2 en la mañana. Y normalmente estás despierto tan tarde. Normalmente está despierto y esa hora. Let's go on. Queremos que lo detengas, como sea, conciencia. Right. We want what you have. Nighttime for us is the best time to stream for Russians. You think morning time stream for Russians maybe is better? It seems like it might be the case, because what I was doing earlier was not necessarily working. Queremos que lo detengas, but maybe I mean, yeah, I guess. Hey, I'm guilty for sure. I wake up and I look at my phone a lot of times, so maybe that is a lot of situation for a lot of Russians as well. Like 3 or 4 a.m. for us, you're saying? Yeah, I guess it seems to be the case. I guess, I don't know. These Russians at night aren't watching anymore, or at least not giving me. They're not hooking it up with the algorithm. Yeah, maybe I'm gonna have to just start waking up super early, waking up before the sun and starting my streams. Maybe if things keep going the way that they're going. Libias Romanian. I'm guessing that's I am Romanian, something like this. Russians are more active in the afternoon. That, yeah, I mean, it seems like there's never a bad time to stream, but yeah, that makes sense, I guess, rather than night. I noticed the Russians are very disciplined with their bedtime. I've noticed. I think Russians are very disciplined with their bedtimes. There's not a lot of degenerates staying up till like 4 a.m. like me. Let's see if we can even pull a stat. Like what country goes to bed the earliest? I don't know. Let's just see if there's a stat on here. Australia, I guess, according to this. Let's see what other. Let's see what this study says. The Daily Jagran. Again, you're gonna have lots of different opinions. Don't give me news. But Romania apparently wakes up. Wait, what is this? Average bedtime. Romania's pretty early according to this. I don't know what this is. What do you think? What time are the Romanians going to bed? This seems like how do they study this? This is the U.S. About midnight. It makes sense. Who stays up the latest then? I guess. Let's see. According to the Daily Jagran, I guess. Oh God, he's not gonna let me escape his website. Average bedtime by country, world population review. This seems like a good source. Let's see. These guys go to bed the latest, allegedly. Germany. Oh, but it's like a matter of minutes though. Look at this. 11:59, 11. Okay, here we go. The average bedtime in Russia apparently 1 a.m. Who wakes up the earliest, right? I feel like it's such a hard. I don't know. And South Africans waking up at 6:24 a.m. allegedly. Like what a strange study. I wonder how you do this study. Just querying people. Yeah. So let's see what we have here. Who goes to bed the latest? This is going to be weirdly organized. Right. Average time in bed, like who sleeps the less? Japan. That makes sense. Okay, maybe this is a legitimate study. 90% of people stick to a sleep schedule before 10 p.m. That's why I think too. I'm like, you know, I'm starting to stream at like 8 around like their time. So maybe that is a little too late. I don't know. I don't know. Overall, who has the best sleep? Okay, the Slovaks. The Slovaks apparently are getting the best sleep, allegedly. Going to bed at 1 a.m. and they have the best sleep. Maybe, could be. The Chinese, I don't know if I believe that. I feel like I can't imagine the Chinese are sleeping soundly. What I don't know. What do I know? But all right, let's just see. So Russia, we have the average bedtime allegedly is 1 a.m. I don't know if I believe that. They obviously wake up at 8 a.m. according to this. Yeah, what are the Slovaks up to? Maybe we need to check on them. See what's going on. Which one that's next to? Slovenia is the one that's next to Italy, or the one that's next to Italy and Croatia, right? All right. Well, there we go, guys. So now you know. Now you know that the Slovaks are the best sleepers allegedly, and the Japanese sleep the least. I believe that. Oh shit! I forgot to see who sleeps the most. Like, do they take into account siestas? You know who? What a strange story. Yeah, maybe I'm gonna start doing a nighttime for me, or morning time in Russia stream and test how that goes. There's so many factors, but siesta will always be the best excuse to be lazy. Yeah, siestas. I mean, I'm sure you've been to a place where like the sun is actually dangerous. Like in Arizona, like the sun is legit dangerous. Like for like a few hours a day. So it makes sense there, I guess. I've been to Spain, have them do it in the winter anyway. That's absurd. Now, I don't know. I mean, but then they probably, they stay up till like 5 a.m. I'm sure. It does sound nice. I mean, maybe humans are meant to. I don't know why I'm typing this, but maybe humans are meant to have multiple sleep cycles in a sun cycle, right? I guess everything in life is like in waves, so you can probably like if you subdivide the wave like in the correct way, right, as it's going, if you kind of subdivide it, I can't do this, wave and cut at the same time, maybe you can find like a good optimal time for your circadian rhythm. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm not buying it. I try not to nap. I do sometimes. Normally, if I want to prevent naps, I basically I put something in my bed. So like I have like, I don't know, like the double bass usually helps, right? It's like pretty big, and if I don't want to nap, I just put the double bass, in my bed, and then I can't nap anymore because there's a ginormous thing in my bed. So that's how I protect myself from siestas, which is pretty good stuff if you ask me. Pretty nice strategy. So I would recommend a double bass if you're looking to stop yourself from napping. All right, we're going to do a little more. We'll probably finish this dialogue, and then I think I'm going to go back to the drawing board over there. Let's see what more we can think of. What are your plans today, Dennis? You have any? Какие твои планы сегодня? Tengas planes hoy. Queremos que lo tengas como conciencia. Again, return what we want. Return what we detengas. For it, I don't know. For the UK, you're gonna go get some curried lentils or what? Stop. Yeah, we want what? Queremos que lo detengas. In the name of science, basically. Yeah, como sea conciencia. God, when am I gonna play the game? It's pretty crazy. Comentaste algo de tecnologías. Wait, can I save the game at this point? Oh, I can. Oh no, I can't. Damn. I don't know what I'm gonna do here. Comentaste algo de tecnologías necesarias para detener a móviles. Primero me sacaste el cerebro y ahora quieres que os salve. Basically, first you took out my brain, then you want me to help you. Okay. And I guess we could go with that one. I'm free this weekend. Got church Sunday, so I'm probably just reading and studying. Then flight Monday. Nice. And you're going right to. You're obviously not going right to Brussels, right? Where's the first destination? I don't know. I'm probably gonna end the stream in a little. Work on videos for a few hours till I can't sleep anymore, or till I can't think anymore. Maybe go to sleep. I don't know. My sleep schedule has been kind of weird lately. I don't feel tired right now, but I'm gonna say definitely have some editing to do, which has been fun, but I'm still trying to get it quickly. Back to your okay, got you. Right, back to Romania till the end of the month, then Europe and back to Romania, then back to UK for university. Got you. Okay, very nice, very nice. Sweet. Are you excited? I'm sure you're excited to be back with your family and stuff. Expecting a few Romanian tours. I want to see kind of what life looks like there. I really am curious. I know. You post any stuff like that on your channel, or is it mostly just the kind of the political trolling, being a true Romanian and trying to disagree with the majority of TikTok, which is good. Cool, man. Yeah, no, I'd love to see some stuff. Zoro Nathan, what's up? How's it going? Yeah, I don't know any Japanese, not yet, at least, not yet. How's it going? What are you saying? Zoro Nathan, thank you for coming back. Thank you for returning. How's it going? How's life? Soon I'll play Pokemon in Japanese eventually. I will play Pokemon in Japanese to learn soon. I'll try to get some small meetup in a city somewhere. I'd love that. I'd love to see what that is, kind of more about your organization or whatever this is that you're getting involved with. Okay, I'd like to see how to. Every time I've only done it a few times. Whenever I live stream, that my connection just goes trash. But I guess I've never tried it on TikTok. This was on Twitch back when I tried it. So maybe I can learn a thing or two from you. Do you just walk around with a Wi-Fi tower, or what? How do you do that? Definitely something I need to learn or add to my bag. But I don't know. People don't watch me when I have a lovely game in front of me. So maybe they'll watch me more. Dibs vidib. Что значит, what is that? Здравствуйте, здравствуйте. Hello, как вы? Zoro, very nice. Okay, multilingual man in the chat. Very good, very good. Don't know what that one says either. It's so hard to read the Arabic. You have to get extremely close. Such a small script on TikTok. I don't know why they shrink it so incredibly. Right. So yeah, first you take out my brain, then you want me to help you effectively.
Correcto, así es. Espero que ahora no estés mostrando resentimiento.
Say that's correct.
Bueno, no podemos.
All right, that's correct. I hope that you're not showing resentment. Otherwise, well, we can't tolerate it. Romania habla su propio idioma, Romanian. Romanians speak Romanian, some English, some Russian, maybe. I don't know. Maybe that's incorrect information. Los rumanos hablan rumano y algo de inglés también. My English is not the best. No, it's pretty good to me, if you ask me. Yo confirmo el inglés de Denis. I endorse it. How do I say in Spanish? I endorse. Yo me voto, maybe. Apoyo, yeah, okay, like I support, you're right. I support. Apoyo el. Maybe that's not the word. Yeah, I endorse is English respaldo. Maybe that's better, because apoyo is like to support. Like if I'm helping, I can't endorse what we're doing. I guess maybe, I don't know. Apoyo su inglés, or what was this? Endorse this I don't know. Respaldo is more like to back up, right? Yeah, to back up. I back it up. Right? Yeah, I don't know what word you would say. I support, or I back it up, or I support. I don't know. But yeah, él habla bien inglés. Él habla bien inglés. Obvio. Sí. Puedes ver en de leer. You can just tell that by reading, I would imagine. All right. So I think that's it for me. I'm gonna cut it out before midnight. I think it's time. It's time to edit more nonsense. Again, I really got to figure out this algorithm, man. I think everything else is there. I think the streams are solid. You know, the premise is there, but now I have to keep making ways to get the point across of what I'm doing. Perhaps, I don't know, but that's what I'm going to be getting up to. So thanks for being here, Dennis. Appreciate you. It would have been a lot less fun without you. Appreciate you. Thunder Viente. Fue un gusto conocerte. Normalmente hago streams en las tardes, pero espero para usted esto fue divertido e interesante. Zoro Nathan, thank you for sharing all your language knowledge, whatever you're saying. I'm not sure, but I'm not gonna translate it. But we'll be back in a few hours, probably with Russian. I'm not sure. Again, still kind of going fishing for the best time to stream. So we'll figure it out. Baka. Later, guys. Until the next one. Love ya, and hope it was fun, entertaining, and you took something away from it. Peace.